tennis shorts, sunscreen, sun hat. How do I look?
Like Speedy Gonzales.
I don't understand why we can't go on this cruise.
Yeah, we never get to go anywhere.
Well, it's not your 21st anniversary. Besides, this will give you the chance to spend some quality time with Mr. Belvedere.
So stick to your desk and never go to sea, and you will be ruler of the Queen's Navy.
God, Mom, please don't do this to us.
I mended the drawstring in whatever these are.
They're clam bitters. Wear them when you go after clams.
What are you going to do, frighten them to death?
Come on, George, we shove off at 1800 hours and we don't want to be late.
Got your tickets?
Right here. Good old cousin Leo. Too bad he had to go in for toe reduction surgery. Marcia and I really made a killing on the cruise tickets.
All right, kids, I want you to do your homework, get to bed on time, and do whatever Mr. Belvedere tells you.
Oh, don't worry, Mrs. Owens. Have a wonderful time. I'll mind the home front.
I must be the cab. Bye, honey. See you later.
Lynn Belvedere.
Yes?
Lieutenant Anthony Marsden Smythe of Her Britannic Majesty's service.
The Queen?
Whereas in the past you have faithfully served Her Majesty, whereas your domestic skills are without parallel on both hemispheres, whereas we are in dire need of these skills, you, Lynn Belvedere, are strictly charged to attend the Queen's person without delay. I shall await without.
See, that guy's going to be a whiting a long time.
Not at all.
Hey, listen, big guy, you better make a choice. You're either working for the Queen of England or for us.
Cheerio.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rivals, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
Do you believe Belvedere just walked out like that?
Oh, George, now we won't be able to go on our cruise.
Oh, well, sure you can. We can take care of ourselves. You've left us alone before.
Not without round-the-clock surveillance.
Well, what are we going to do? If the plane goes, we're going to miss the Princess Lucretia.
Oh, forget it, George. We'll never find anyone to watch the kids.
Bon voyage!
Happy anniversary, Mr. and Mrs. Owens. If you hadn't gotten married, Kevin never would have come along, and I wouldn't have a roommate. Oh, thank you, dear.
Say, Kev, remember when you told us how grateful you were for us helping with your college tuition?
And for helping with your apartment rent.
And us picking the cockleburrs out of your hair when you were sent home from camp?
Remember how you said you wanted to pay us back one day?
Yeah.
Today's the day.
Belvedere skipped out. Our plane's leaving in 45 minutes. You're taking care of the kids.
Hey, wait a minute. I mean, what about my apartment? What about Casey?
Well, if your roommate Casey really is just your roommate, she can roommate on her own for a week. Can't you, dear? Yeah, sure. Bye, Kev.
But, Mom, but... Well, dinner seems to go pretty well.
Hey.
I said dinner seemed to go pretty well.
Nobody ate any of whatever that was you made.
The important thing is that it went smoothly.
Come on, Kev. I'm just having some harmless fun.
What are you doing?
Floating the paradise.
That's illegal.
Wait till you see what I do to the roulette wheel.
Okay, that's it. Everybody listen up. Now, I have made a list of household duties. If everybody just does their own part, we'll all...
Live happily ever after.
Okay, Wes, you take out the trash, wash the dishes, clean the bathrooms, and dust the downstairs. Heather, You do the laundry, make the beds, clean the kitchen, and dust the upstairs, okay?
Gee, Kev, who's gonna milk old bossy?
Pretty soon, we'll have this place running like a well-oiled machine. Now, I've got a test in the morning, so I'm gonna hit the hay. You guys go finish your chores, and then go nighty-night.
Right.
Here be your quarters for the duration, your ladyship.
There must be a mistake.
Begging your pardon, ma'am, but it says here you got the governor's suite.
Wait a minute. I thought this was supposed to be a cruise ship.
Yes and no, your lordship. The Princess Lucretia's actually a freighter, but we do take on the occasional joy rider.
Are those cows?
Aye, we be bringing beef round the Horn to Frisco.
Well, why don't you go through the Panama Canal?
The Panama Canal is for sissies.
You know, Marsh, there's something just plain not right about this.
You're right. I say we get off while we still can.
You're free to leave if you're not afraid of sharks.
Holy smokes! We've sailed! Hey, look, Ace. I demand to see the captain.
Captain Peel at your service.
Well, now, you listen to me, Captain. I've seen your brochure, and this is way off. I mean, we don't even have a place to put our clothes.
Are you blind as well as stupid?
Oh, God!
What's this? It ain't dinner time?
Begging the captain's pardon.
You shut your mouth and come with me.
Mercy!
Heather! Hey, turn the stereo down! Heather!
Are you talking to me? I can't hear you.
You can hear Radio Free Europe with the way you're wired. Keep the stereo down, will you? Hey, Wick! Get up here now!
What's on your mind, Kev?
You forgot to take out the garbage.
I've been a little busy.
Yeah, what are you doing down there?
Playing with my electric trains.
You're awfully dressed up.
I'm the conductor.
See you later.
Heather, I demand to know where you're going looking like a bad Madonna video.
Why don't you take all that energy and clean this place up? The house is a wreck.
Right. Hey, wait! Hey, Wes, I'll give you $5 if you help me clean this mess up. Huh?
Gee, Kev, you know, I'd love to help you out, but the super chief is pulling into Albuquerque.
You know, you guys wouldn't be sassing me if Mr. Belvedere were here.
This was for heroism during the Blitz. This was for climbing Mount Everest. And this was for winning the Pillsbury Bake-Off. Oh, excuse me, I think the royal family is summoning me. Lynn Belvedere here? Who? Kevin? Wesley's doing what? Heather went where? Not now, Kevin. I have a meeting with some members of the royal family. They're here now. No, I will not say hi for you.
Hello? Kevin?
I'm gonna kill you, you little brat!
Kevin?
Oh, hi, Case. What are you doing here?
Well, I was worried about you. I haven't heard from you in 3 days.
Look, somebody owes me $103.50.
What's going on?
Wesley ordered a dozen pizzas when he knew I was cooking dinner. And now he wants me to pay for it when he knows I don't have the money, so I was going to beat on him until he paid the guy.
Oh. You took an order for 12 pizzas from a kid?
I've been under a lot of pressure lately.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll give you 10 cents on the dollar.
Sold.
Pay him, Wes.
How about a tip?
Ease up on the dippity-doo.
All right, Case. Stay and have some pizza with us. I don't think so.
Yeah, I guess the place is a little messy.
Messy? No offense, but I've seen landfills that were tidier. Well, who's in charge?
I
am. Well, since it's pretty obvious no one is, you get yourself upstairs and scrub that junk off your face. And you, get your button gear and start cleaning up this mess. And I suggest that you get into the kitchen and put whatever's causing that smell out of its misery.
Okay, she's so cute when you're mad.
Move it! Move it! Move it!
I finished the dishes.
Thank you, Wesley.
I picked up the living room.
Thank you, Heather.
Took out the trash.
Thank you, Kevin. All right, everybody up to bed. Not you, Kevin. Good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. I'll be up in about 10 minutes to tuck you in. Bed bugs?
You know, this is kind of weird. You and me taking care of Heather and Wesley. It's, sort of like playing house.
Down, boy. Only game we're playing tonight is gin.
I'll deal.
Oh, George, that food was inedible.
Yeah. The jellied eels are really backing up on me. I complained to the captain, but I don't think he's going to do anything.
Lash the cook to the yardarm, matey.
Help me! Please! Oh, God, no! No! Please! I'll never do it again!
I don't like complaints from the passengers. This is for Mr. Owens. This is for Mrs. Owens. And here's one to grow on.
My stay at Buckingham Palace is proceeding amiably. The members of the royal family have welcomed me with their usual graciousness. Although Prince Philip gave me a shellacking in lawn bowling, of course, I let him win. I have given counsel to those who have sought my advice. And quite frankly, I'm pooped. Come in. Oh, you shouldn't have.
No, they are from Mrs. Thatcher. She's waiting in the limo.
You're still here? You bet. Wes, what do you have on your face?
I don't know, toothpaste, I guess.
Come here.
Oh, please, no.
Just hold still.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Morning, Case.
Morning, Kevin.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, no, I'm late for Western Civ.
Western Civ has waited for 5,000 years. I'm sure it'll wait for your breakfast. Good, Kevin.
Right. Breakfast.
Well, you look very nice, Heather. Well, I'm glad you approved, Casey. If you'd send me back to change my clothes one more time, I'd have to wear my Girl Scout uniform.
Your oatmeal's on the table.
I don't eat oatmeal.
All right. I have some lovely stewed prunes.
Oatmeal.
Kevin, here's your grocery list for after school.
Right.
And don't forget to pick up the dry cleaning.
Okay.
And be sure to come home right after you do your chores. Don't hang out with Carl. He's a bad influence.
Yes, dear.
Oh, look, George, the sun is shining, and the water is so smooth and blue.
See, Marsh, I told you. We stuck things out, things will get better.
You look like an able-bodied man. I'd be needing a new stoker for the boiler room.
Now you
I'll take none of your lip. And you be pulling galley duty. Our cook has fallen apart on us. Now, come on, shift yourselves. Come on, out.
See, Marsh, I told you there'd be activities. Boy, am I beat.
You're beat. I'm the one who was on her feet all day in that hellhole they call a kitchen.
Well, you better come up with something edible for breakfast. The crew thinks you poisoned them.
Well, there's only so many ways you can prepare chopped meat.
That was meat? Anyway, the boiler room wasn't so bad. Something about physical labor. Smell of honest sweat. The guys, Emil, Uriah, Steve. I like Steve.
What happened to your shirt?
Steve wanted it. I guess he liked me, too.
Well, you look pretty good without it, you able-bodied stoker, you.
You look pretty hot yourself, you galley wench.
Hide me! Hide me! It's mutiny! Mutiny!
It's past mutiny, Captain. Billy, lad, fetch me this him-bowling knife.
Let's do that someplace else.
Stow it. The two of you have jinxed this tub. The crew's voted to put you overboard.
George?
Well, somebody must have stood up for us. What about Steve?
Steve's dead. He wanted you to have this back. The lot of you, move your carcasses on deck. Move it.
Yeah, well, when we get back to land, tell it.
I don't get it, Mr. Belvedere. Have I sunk so low that I can be outsmarted by one of Kevin's girlfriends? Technically, Wesley, Casey is Kevin's roommate and girlfriend, and as such deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. Huh? Perhaps if you made an attempt to get on her good side. So far, the only side I've seen is the housewife from hell.
Wes, who are you talking to?
I was trying to have an imaginary conversation with Mr. Belvedere. I thought maybe he could solve our dragon lady problem.
And?
Nothing. Maybe if I ate a couple pounds of M&Ms.
Please don't go nuts on me, Wes. I never thought I'd say this, but you're my last link with sanity.
I know, it's bad, isn't it?
Casey's driving me out of my mind, trying to turn me into a proper young lady.
I can't figure how someone so old-fashioned can be so hip. She put an alarm on my bedroom window so I can't sneak out. She put fluorescent baby powder on my slippers so she could track my night moves.
She's been tracking my phone calls. I feel like Kermit the Frog.
It's just she's got Kevin so twisted, half the time he thinks he should be changing diapers and half the time he thinks she's wearing them.
Hey, guys.
Boy, Kev, I sure hope you're at least getting some sex out of this deal.
No, I don't even know if I want it anymore. I mean, it was one thing when she was treating you two like little kids, but then she started on me, and I'm not a little kid.
The question is, what are we going to do about it?
Mr. Belvedere, this is an emergency. You have to tell us what to do.
Casey's driving us crazy. She makes you look like a softie.
She took all my new makeup and hid it, and I don't know where it is, and I look like a mole.
All she does is boss us around and give us orders. I mean, who died and made her queen?
Majesty's pardon. I believe that's for me.
Hey, Case. After the euphoria of knitting wears off, maybe I could go to the video store and pick something up?
We'll see.
Yeah, I understand now they have talkies.
See you guys later.
Where do you think you're going?
To the mall to hang out?
Oh, no, you're not. Wesley, you had detention and were late for dinner, and Heather, you've got an English test to study for.
Oh, but it's Friday night.
Back up to your rooms.
Come on, this isn't fair.
Yeah, come on, Case. What's the big deal? Why can't they go?
You heard my reasons.
I heard your reasons, and your reasons stink.
All right.
Kevin, you're undermining my authority.
What authority? I mean, who are you, the big boss of the world? Wes, Heather, go to the mall.
Wesley, Heather, stay where you are.
I said go.
I said stay.
Who wants to go to the mall?
Yeah, this retard's are gonna stick all the hell.
You watch your mouth, young lady.
No, she doesn't have to. In fact, nobody has to do anything. I'm out of here.
Kevin.
Casey, I am tired of being grown up. I'm especially tired of being grown up with you. I'm going to the record store, and I'm going to get any album I want. Then I'm going to Burger Town, and I'm going to eat way too many French fries with gravy. And then I'm going to pick up my buddy Carl. You remember the bad influence? And I'm going to do anything he tells me to do. So there.
I guess I fell asleep.
Yeah, it's kind of late.
Got some gravy on your shirt.
Oh, thanks. Look, Casey,
Kevin,
I know
really
I was
sorry,
rough on... Listen, Casey, I think the world of you, and I really appreciate all the help you've given me. But this whole thing just kind of got out of hand.
I know.
I mean, half the time I feel like I'm 7 years old again, and then I'll turn around and it's like we've been married for 30 years. What'd you say?
I said I know.
You do?
Kevin, I'm the oldest of 8 kids, and my mom and dad both worked. I always had to struggle really hard to keep control of everybody.
Oh.
So sometimes I come on too strong or I get too bossy. But it's only out of caring. I mean, if I didn't care about Wes or Heather or their handsome older brother, I would have walked.
Tell me again about the handsome older brother.
Nice of the Coast Guard to drop us off.
Yeah. Mom, Dad, we weren't doing anything honest.
Knock yourselves out. I have but one ambition left, to die in my own bed.
You heard her.
Since my return, the routine at the Owens residence has been restored to its usual abnormal state. Kevin and Casey are roommates once again, or whatever the young people are calling it. Heather and Wesley still won't obey my orders, but now they're not obeying more politely. George and Marcia are so grateful for my return, they gave me a slight raise, then docked me a week's pay for my English sojourn. It's nice to know the House of Owens can't live without me. I only wish the House of Windsor could.
Tomorrow at 8, it's the final mission for a member of the MI Force on Mission Impossible. Then Hawk shows that crime doesn't pay. It hurts on A Man Called Hawk. Followed by Murphy's Law.
Ah, hello, Kevin.
Oh, hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Someone having a sale of used food?
Oh, no, this stuff's from my apartment. They're fumigating it for roaches and everything had to go, including me.
Well, at least you didn't bring your dirty laundry.
It's in the car.
Fine. Just toss in a box of Tide and push it in the river.
Yeah, come on in, Carl. Hi, Kevin. Can I borrow your history notes? Oh, I just came back from a date. With who? The Temptations? I had high tea with Esther Blodgett. Who? She's a 68-year-old widow with bursitis. Carl, what are you talking about? It's my new part-time job. I provide companionship for lonely women. Oh, yeah? That's really nice. Yeah, and it pays a bundle. Huh? I'm a professional escort. Hey, you sure this is legal? Yeah, and the agency's always on the lookout for clean-cut, suave-looking guys like me. Oh, yeah? Yeah. So, if you see any, give me a call.
Is there something interesting on the news?
No, we're looking for Dad.
But he's gone to Russia.
We're watching a protest march in Moscow.
Now we know he's arrived.
I think it's really neat. I mean, my father's a sportscaster in this cultural exchange program.
Yeah, but I don't get it. I mean, Pittsburgh sent them Dad, and all we got was a dancing bear.
Sounds like a fair trade to me.
I can't believe this. Heating bill, $670. Electric bill, $510. And they sent us a loan application with the phone bill. It's just horrible. We're going to have to cut back on expenses.
You could fire my violin teacher.
I could cut back on liquor and cigarettes.
Very funny. No, we're just going to have to start by cutting back on unnecessary expenses, like all this junk food.
Oh, please, Mrs. Owens. Let's not panic.
But we have to do something. Do you have any ideas, Mr. Belvedere?
Oh, many. But it would involve a good deal of sacrifice. And I don't think you're up to it.
Says who?
Yeah.
Well, if you're so determined, I think I could implement a few energy-saving measures for the house.
Wonderful. When do we start?
No time like the present.
I tried, but there's a padlock on the thermostat.
Nice touch, don't you think?
Oh, there's no hot water.
Of course there is. You just have to pay for it with a ration coupon.
Huh?
We used them in England during the war. We were allotted so much clothing, so much food, so much gas.
Guess you had plenty of both.
So you're really going to stick us with those things?
Indeed. And if you spend them wisely, you'll be able to have all the conveniences that you need. Like hot water, hair dryers, and reruns of Gilligan's Island.
Hey, that's right. It's on now.
You're gonna be great, buddy. I can tell you're a natural.
Gee, Kev, you must have a really hot date.
Yeah, bring her over. We could stand around her and warm our hands.
Where are you going, honey?
I'm, starting a new job tonight.
Oh? So, what exactly is your new job, Kevin?
Well, I'm in what you might call a service industry. Yeah, he sort of gets dressed up and provides a service.
Like a doctor?
More like a babysitter.
What?
Mom, I'm an escort.
You mean those people that women pay to go out with them?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, my brother's a hooker.
I can assure you, Mrs. Owens, Kevin is a highly trained Ed's Affordable Escorts professional. There's absolutely no hanky-panky involved.
Oh, gee, Kevin, I don't know about this. I don't like it at all. But, you're old enough to make your own decisions.
Thanks, Mom.
Regardless of how your mother feels. Come along, children.
I can't do this. Oh, yes, you can. Come on, Kevin. All you have to do is take out a nice, sweet old lady. What's the big deal?
So I says to my ex, I says, Lou, the minute the ink is dry in the divorce settlement, I'm jumping the first set of young bones that gets in my way. And it's you, sweet cheeks, champagne.
No, thanks. I don't drink.
Suit yourself.
Excuse me, can you drop me off at the next corner? I live there.
At at the sewage treatment plant.
I'm a student. The rent's cheap.
Okay, I'll drop you. After one more turn around the city.
Hey, it's freezing in here.
Yeah, well, it's gonna warm up pretty quick.
What's the matter?
I thought you said I'd get a sweet old lady.
Didn't you?
Hardly. I got this crazy sex bot who cornered me in a limo and wouldn't take her hands off me.
I'm shocked. What's her number?
Carl, this isn't funny. I've got a Corinthian leather rash you wouldn't believe. I've had it.
Kevin, I'm disappointed in you. One bad experience and you quit? I thought you were a professional. Huh? How do you ever expect to get anywhere in life? When the going gets tough, the tough get going.
You want something, don't you?
All you have to do is take a sweet old lady out on the town.
No way.
Oh, come on. It's an emergency.
Oh? What's her name?
Claudette.
You mean that French exchange student? From France?
Oui.
Forget it.
Oh, I could introduce you to her American cousin, Fifi Lipschitz.
God, please don't let her be another man-eater. Thank you. Hi, Kevin, I'm your date.
Oh, I'm Florence.
Is something the matter?
But I was expecting someone a little bit older.
Oh. Well, these are for you.
Oh, well, thank you.
So, where are we off to this evening?
Well, that depends. Have you ever heard of Tex Beneke?
Oh, yeah, I know him. Shortstop for the Red Sox, right?
Oh, okay. Can you do the jitterbug?
No, but I have a nervous tick.
Oh, dear. I did ask specifically for someone who could dance. I just knew this escort thing wouldn't work. It is the last time I'm going to get a date out of the Yellow Pages.
Hey, come on. Wait a minute. If it means anything, I was the hokey pokey champ in the 3rd grade.
Well, I already had the tickets. And it sure beats sitting at home watching the Golden Girls.
So what do you say we give it a shot?
Let's go, pal. I tick a ticky tick, a tick a ticky tock, a tick a tick. Hey, kid, don't poop out on me now.
Hey, it's just like this dance show if you have 3 flights of stairs.
I'm the one who threw you over my shoulder to get it. I haven't won a dance trophy since Atlantic City, 1945. My husband and I danced all night, and then we got married at sunrise.
Boy, it sounds like you two had a lot of fun.
Oh, we really did. I still miss him. Say, how about a cup of coffee for the road?
Oh, I wish I could, but I've got an early class.
Oh.
I should go.
Well, haven't you forgotten something?
What?
Your fee.
Oh, yeah. I forgot all about that.
Here you go. And keep the change.
Thanks. Here. You know, I had such a good time tonight. I feel kind of strange taking this.
Hey, Count Basie's band's coming to town next week. Are you up to learning the Lindy?
You bet.
Mr. Belvedere, what happened to the telephone?
Right here.
A payphone? How am I supposed to call Angela?
Try collect.
Forget it, I'll just drive to her house.
Oh, Heather. You've used up all your gas coupons.
Get it?
Carl, what happened to you?
The sweet old lady I went out with last night wasn't sweet, wasn't old, and at about 10 o'clock I found out he wasn't a lady.
Gee, Carl, that's too bad.
What's going on with you, pal? I was just down at the agency, and they told me you turned down your last 3 jobs.
So?
So I might have to refund my finder's fee.
Well, I've been busy.
With what?
With Florence. We've been seeing a lot of each other.
Oh, I get it. She's been paying you under the table. Good scam, Kev.
Carl, I'm not charging her.
What?
Well, I'm seeing her because I like her.
That's sick.
Hey, come on. She's a sweet old lady. She's probably living off Social Security. What do you want me to do, squeeze every last dime out of her?
I would.
Whoa, you are a maniac behind the wheel. I mean, you sent those two sailors flying.
You put me in a bumper car and I lose all control. Would you like a drink?
Yeah, I'll just have whatever you're having.
All right, one prune juice coming up. Oh. Say, how did you make out on your ancient history exam?
Yeah, I got a C minus.
Oh, you should have called me. I probably was there.
Flo, you have a really great sense of humor.
You do, too, to put up with me.
Oh, what are you talking about? You're a lot more fun to go out with than most of the girls I usually date.
We really do get along, don't we?
Yeah, sure. I think so.
Me, too. So, as I say, what the hey? Let's do it.
You mean the two of us here? Right now?
No, we could wait a couple of weeks. We could make it a big event. I could invite all your friends and relatives.
You mean to watch?
Well, certainly. I could rent some chairs and get Beverly, my neighbor, to sing.
Florence, what are we talking about?
Our wedding.
Our what? You're proposing to me?
Sure, why not?
Well, I don't know. I mean, this is all so sudden. I mean, I'm still in college.
People in college get married.
I don't even have a job.
Neither do I. That gives us more time together.
No, Florence, I really...
Oh, look, if it's the money you're worried about, I have more than enough for the two of us.
Florence, I refuse to live off your Social Security.
Who's talking about Social Security? I have $7 million in the bank.
Remodeling it.
Why are you all out here? It's freezing.
It's warmer out here than it is in there.
This stuff sure doesn't throw much heat.
What are you burning, anyway?
Your immigration papers.
I'd give anything for a hot meal.
You could have had one. If you hadn't blown all your ration coupons on your Lady Norelco.
Hey, let's go down to the railroad tracks. I hear it's stew night. What are we waiting for?
Well, no sense in wasting a good fire. Ah, hello, Kevin. Care to join me?
No, thanks. Mr. Belvedere, what do you think about marrying an older woman?
If the Queen Mother asked me, I might consider it.
It's talking about me.
I was afraid of that.
See, I met this really nice lady, Florence. We've been getting along great, and she asked me to marry her.
How old is this very nice lady?
65.
Kevin, why would you even consider marrying a 65-year-old woman?
Because she loves me. And she has $7 million that she wants to leave all to me.
Will you be needing a housekeeper?
This is serious, Mr. Belvedere.
Look, Kevin, answer me one question. If Florence didn't have all that money, would you still want to marry her? Good night, Kevin.
Mom, everybody, I have an announcement. I'm getting married.
What? To who?
Oh, nobody special, just some girl.
What girl?
Well, actually, she's more than a girl. She's actually kind of like a woman. And I met her at work.
You're marrying some bimbo who's been paying you to squire her around town?
Gee, Kev, you must have squired her pretty good.
Hey, look, guys.
Hey, look, guys, me, mister. I saw The Graduate. I know all about these sex-crazed middle-aged women trying to get their hooks into innocent young boys.
Mom.
I can just see her. She probably wears 4 tons of jewelry and 2 inches of makeup.
It's not like that.
I want to meet this woman tonight. Here, face to face.
Oh, this is like being at the equator.
Yeah, it must be almost 65 degrees in here.
Get too comfortable. There's a cold front on its way.
Where's that cradle-robbing hussy?
Mom, take it easy, please.
I won't rest until I've had it out with that tramp.
You know, you're really over the top here.
I am not. The mother lioness must protect her lionettes.
Is that anything like the mother raisin must protect her raisinets?
As long as I draw breath, no son of mine is going to be eaten alive by some oversexed she-wolf. Can I help you?
Mrs. Owens, I'm Florence Talbot.
Who?
Kevin's fiancée.
Kevin, can we have a word? All right, young man, what is going on?
What do you mean?
Just exactly how old is your fiancé?
65 and a half.
Do you think this is funny? Why didn't you tell me this before?
Mom, I tried. Anyway, would it have made any difference?
All right, Kevin, let's try to discuss this reasonably.
Okay.
You think you want to marry this Florence person. Just tell me why.
She loves me.
Oh, come on, Kevin. The woman is 3 times your age. There's got to be more to it than that.
Maybe.
So, how about that new super polygrip?
Are you and Kevin planning on having kids right away?
Why don't you children go and play in the traffic? Scram.
What do you think they're talking about in there?
Oh, baseball, the weather, the total implausibility of a marriage between a 20-year-old boy and a woman who's old enough to know better.
You don't mince words, do you?
Not where Kevin is concerned.
You know, it occurs to me that I really didn't think this thing through.
Well, if it's any consolation to you, I don't think Kevin did either.
Look, Kevin, I'm sure that Florence is a very nice person, but she's nearly 70 years old. You've got your whole life in front of you. What about your future?
What future? I mean, let's face it, Mom. I'm an ordinary guy. I studied my butt off at school, and I still have a C average.
So?
So the woman is worth $7 million. I mean, what am I ever going to do in life that's going to top that? Florence.
I think I've created enough trouble tonight. I'd better be going.
Oh, no, actually, we were just leaving.
Well, I guess that sounded pretty awful.
Oh, that's all right. I've always admired your honesty. You're not much of a dancer, but you are honest.
Thing is, I really do like you. I don't know what happened.
You know, I remember something my husband said years ago, just before he died. He said, Flo, you're going to be a rich lady. And after I'm gone, I want you to go out and buy yourself something nice. I guess that's what I tried to do.
Thanks. Well, listen, we can still see each other sometime.
Oh, sure. Look, if Les Brown ever comes to town, we can go out and cut a rug.
You have got yourself a date.
Well, I better go.
Sure.
By the way, how old is that housekeeper of yours?
It's here, everybody. The heating bill's finally here.
Oh, Great, let's see if all this misery is paid off.
I can't believe it. It's $3 higher than last month. No way. There must be some mistake. Maybe Mr. Belvedere can figure it out.
Mr. Belvedere! Mr. Belvedere, open up! Mr. Belvedere! You cheater!
Hello. My time.
Who's all that junk you told us about suffering through World War II?
I did. Once. I'd be crazy to do it again. I'm sure you can see the humor in all this. Besides, think how all this privation has brought you together. Perhaps I better go and see if George needs a little company at Red Square. Dusk down here.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Still abusing me.
Deadly Silence, Sunday.
Kevin has recovered nicely from the trauma of losing a woman 3 times his age. He has returned gratefully to the trauma of losing girls his own age. As for the rest of the Owens, while they may have warmed up physically, they are still freezing me out over my little practical joke. But there is an upside to the big chill.
I don't have to go downstairs to get an Eskimo pie.
I'm Ted Koppel. Later on Nightline, it's Charlie Chaplin's 100th birthday this Sunday, and there'll be special commemorations around the world. We'll celebrate tonight.
Tuesday at 8, Samantha and Mona plan a night on the town to drown their boyfriend blues on Who's the Boss. Then little brother Kevin comes to the rescue of his big sister on the one.
Hi, everybody. What do you think of this outfit?
Oh, lovely. But why are you wearing your necklace around your waist?
I think you look very nice, honey. Another big date with Gary?
Yeah, I'm really excited. We've been dating for 3 months now, and tonight I think he's gonna finally do it.
Do what?
Give me his socks. His socks? Well, yeah. They're a symbol of our mutual love and commitment. See, I'll sleep with them on so he can keep me warm at night.
Honey, sometimes I worry about you.
I wouldn't worry until he gives her his boxer shorts. I thought the news was on.
We're watching Brainbusters.
Not another insipid game show.
But this one's unique. They put kids and adults on the same team.
Yeah, and I know most of the answers.
That would make it unique.
Here comes the lightning round. All right, guys, I'm going to whip you now.
Good luck to our contestants. First question. Who won the 1984 World Series?
Tigers!
Who wrote The Last of the Mohicans?
James Fenimore Cooper.
What was the name of the dog in The Thin Man?
Asta!
What is the scientific name for aspirin?
White pills!
Acetylsalicylic acid.
That was my next guess.
Boy, Dad, if you and I went on this show, we could really clean up.
I don't know, Wes.
This week's grand champions and Brainbusters will receive a prize package including a cordless telephone, a laptop computer, a CD player, a digital keyboard, and a Lamborghini.
On the other hand...
I'm way ahead of you, Dad. I applied last week.
All right.
Boy, wouldn't it be great? Wesley T. Owens making his TV debut on Brainbusters.
Funny. I always thought it would be on America's Most Wanted.
Life stinks and then you die.
I take it Gary did not give you his socks.
No, he gave me the boot.
I'm sorry.
What happened? Gary broke up with me. He said I was smothering him. Can you believe it? After I ate lunch with him every day and called him twice every single night. Boys are crazy. I hate them. I am never going out again.
Oh, Heather, there are plenty of other fish in the sea.
Thank you, Mrs. Paul.
Now, look, I remember when Ricky Baldwin broke up with me. I thought it was the end of the world, too. But then I met your father.
I thought you were trying to cheer her up.
Hey, big guy.
Hello, George.
Junk. Bill. One here for you, pal.
A subpoena?
I don't believe it. They want us to try out for Brainbusters this Friday.
You're kidding.
This is radical. We're going to be a team.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Oh, come now, Heather. There is no use wallowing in self-pity.
Why not?
Because you're wallowing in my rocky road.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Oh, Miss Belvedere, can you iron this for me? I've got a hot date tonight with Myra Banks.
I know what you're up to. You're gonna pretend to be real sweet and caring, but you're just gonna toy with her affection until you fling her aside like a rag doll, just like all men, you heartless scud bucket!
How did she know?
Hi, honey. What are you reading? The Wretched Vomit of Existence.
Heather, you do have to get on with your life.
Life is a tale told by an idiot.
Speaking of which, George called. He'll be late for dinner.
Look, Heather, just sitting around here all day moping isn't going to do you any good. Hey, what do you say we spend the afternoon at the mall?
I don't want to go to the mall.
Sorry, I was startled by something.
Heather, get up. Now, we are going to the mall. I'm going to buy you something frivolous and expensive, and you are going to like it.
Why don't you just make me walk over hot coals?
Move!
Off your tryout?
Yep.
George, don't you think you should wash your hands before you leave?
What?
Your hands are all blue.
It's a skin condition.
1492, 1776, 1941. Oh, dear, we're breaking out in historical dates.
I'm trying to cover all the bases.
George, you cannot put all the trivia of the world on your body.
Can I borrow yours? It's okay to be a little nervous.
I'm fine, Dad.
I was talking to myself.
So, I see we have our would-be brainbusters already in place. You know who I am.
Who?
Tony Hopper, Dad, the host.
Oh, right. Didn't recognize you in this light.
No problemo. We asked you here to test how you respond to the game situation. Now, don't lean into your mic. Speak up, project, and, hey, be yourselves, huh?
Got it, Tone.
Yeah. Well, I'd first like to greet the Lees from Virginia.
Hi, Tony. I am Trava, and this is my son, Travo.
I'm Tarara, and this is my son, Boomdier.
I did the jokes, huh?
I'm Wesley, and this is my dad, George.
Okay. Well, remember the rules. Hit the buzzer when you think you know the answer. We'll give you 50 points if you're right, but we'll penalize you if you're wrong. My first question. It's okay to be aggressive, but let's wait for the category. Okay, babe?
Sure thing, babe.
Who was the president of the United States? George?
Rutherford B. Hayes.
No. Who was the president of the United States when we entered World War I? Yes, Bravo.
Thomas Woodrow Wilson?
Wrong. That's correct.
Thomas?
That was his name, Dad.
Moving on. Name the famous dog.
Benji.
Wrong again. Name the famous dog who almost cost Richard Nixon an election. Yes, Wesley.
Checkers.
That's correct.
Hey, way to go, sport. What a kid. Is he a chip off the old block or what?
Can we proceed?
Sure.
Okay. Now, Who won the Triple Crown? Yes, George.
Secretariat. No, Seattle Sloop. No, Affirmed.
Are you sure?
Yeah, yes.
Who won the Triple Crown in baseball in 1967? Yes, Troy.
Carl Yastrzemski.
That is correct.
Hey, that was a trick question.
Hi, we're back.
Hi.
We went to this really trendy place called Safari Junction. I got these earrings made out of chicken beaks.
Lovely. When you're tired of them, I'll be able to use them for soup stock.
Heather, will you please take this stuff upstairs? I've got to do some research for this legal seminar tomorrow.
A seminar tomorrow? Well, I thought we could go to the museum or the symphony or the Gap.
Heather, I do have a job.
That's okay. I understand. I'll be happy sitting at home, alone, writing poetry that doesn't rhyme.
Well, look, maybe I can squeeze in an hour or two.
Okay.
Well, are we brain busters yet?
The bust part is right.
What happened?
Well, the producers kind of liked me, but Dad tried to beat up the host.
Look, I'm sorry I let you down, pal. It's just, well, I hated his guts.
That's okay, Dad. What did I want with this stupid Lamborghini anyway?
Don't be distraught, George. It was only a silly game show. A mindless parade of absolutely useless information.
You're right.
So, you want to go on with me, Mr. Belvedere?
Where's that? I thought you'd never ask.
Hey!
You should be studying the almanac.
I'm taking a break. I've been at it all day.
Wesley, if you are going to be my partner on Brainbusters, you must be prepared. Now, I want you to memorize the state capitals.
I know the state capitals.
In Hebrew?
I brought these from the library like you asked.
Thank you, Kevin.
Will and Ariel Durant's Story of Civilization. I have the Encyclopedia Britannica in the trunk.
Are you trying to kill me?
A tempting thought, but I think we should wait until after the game show. Where are you going?
To school. At least there I can give my mind a rest.
He'll be back.
It's Saturday.
And there was a whole chocolate mousse cake in here this morning. Who ate it?
Guess.
The brain that ate Pittsburgh?
Oh, bye, honey. I'm running a little late. Oh, but I'll see you at the mall after school, won't I?
Oh, I don't think so. I may have to appear in court this afternoon.
Oh, but there's going to be this big styling demo at Snyder's Beauty Salon.
Heather, we have been to the mall every afternoon for a week. What's another day?
Oh, great. See ya.
You two have been spending a lot of time together lately.
Yeah.
You've been spending more than that.
Honey, I promise to ease up as soon as she starts dating again, or we go broke.
What three-dimensional figure has 12 sides?
A dodecahedron.
Where was the Ouija board invented?
Baltimore.
How high is a volleyball net?
7 feet 11 and 5/8 inches, Mr. Belvedere. This is boring.
Perhaps we should have a little fun. Let's recite the periodic table of elements.
Oh, can we?
I always find the best way to memorize a complex list is to set it to music. Hydrogen and helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine.
Excuse me, I'm going to move in with the Huffnagels.
Hydrogen and helium, lithium.
Oh, Wes. Am I glad to see you?
You are?
No, not really. No, honey, I just mean that it's a relief to see anyone other than Heather.
Yeah, she has that effect on me, too.
I don't know. All I wanted to do was help her out with her boy problems. Now I've created a monster.
At least you're not stuck with Britannica fats. Last night I was in the bathroom. He slipped me a copy of Who's Who in Albania under the door with a note saying he'd be giving me a quiz when I came out.
Well, honey, sooner or later they will return to their normal selves. And until then, we're just going to have to try to be patient and understanding.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mom?
In the meantime, head for the hills.
I just took the trash out again. It's supposed to be Wes's job.
Wesley is otherwise engaged.
Big guy, aren't you driving him a little hard? I mean, a brain can only absorb so much information, and then it, well, could short circuit.
You ought to know.
All I'm saying is Wes is just a kid.
A kid with a mission.
Huh?
Only once in his life can he strive to become grand champion brainbuster. His moment has arrived, and so has mine. Together, we shall ride the road to fame and glory.
You ate that moose cake, didn't you?
Thank you. Welcome back to Brain Busters. We have a new pair of challengers with us today. Wesley Owens, tell us about yourself.
I'm 13 years old and I'm in the 8th grade at Beaver Falls Junior High.
That's great. That's just great. Let's hear it for Wes. Wes's partner is Lynn Belvedere. Tell us about yourself, Lynn.
Well, Tony, I was valet to Winston Churchill, a confidant to Gandhi, and a housekeeper to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
Couldn't hold a job, huh, pal? Well, enough chit-chat. Let's bust some brains. Thank you, Brain. Who wrote the book? Little Women. Yes, Lynn.
Louisa May Alcott.
Correct for 50 points. Who was our first vice president? Lynn.
John Adams.
Correct for another 50 points. What is the fastest land mammal? Wesley.
The cheetah.
Lynn.
The Bolavetian Dances by Borodin.
Right again, that's 6 in a row. In the comic strip Thimble Theater, who was the ruler of Nazalia? Yes, Lynn.
King Blozo.
Amazing. Even our computer didn't know that one. That makes the score Belvedere and what's his name? 2,000. The Lees have 300. We'll be right back after these important messages.
Why have you been kicking me under the table?
Because you're hogging every answer.
I know my stuff, don't I?
Sure you do. Elephants never forget.
Don't be such a twit. We're here to win, aren't we?
You're here to win. You don't even need me.
Of course I need you. They wouldn't let me in the show without you. Hope I win a jet ski.
I hope you drown ski.
Boys, settle down. We have to set up for our new lightning round. Hey, welcome back to Brain Busters and our all-new super goopy lightning round. Our adults will now move to their penalty chairs.
Super goopy?
And why are they strapping Mr. Belvedere down?
Nobody told me about this.
Let me clear it up for you, Lynn. You see, in this round, only the junior partner gets to answer. But if he's wrong, Mom, Dad, or Grumpy here has to face the super goopy consequences.
What?
Ready, Trevor?
Uh-huh.
Ready, Wes?
Let me get this straight. If I give a wrong answer, something bad's gonna happen to Mr. Belvedere?
You got it.
I'm ready.
Let's begin. Thanks again, Brain. Name the young French maid who was divinely inspired to fight the British. Yes, Wes.
Tina Turner.
No, it It was Joan of Arc. Looks like you laid an egg, Wes. Let's try again. What was the name of the group whose members were John, Paul, George, and Ringo? Yes, Wes?
The Supreme Court.
No, we were thinking of the Beatles. Say, Lynn, that egg makes a pretty scanty breakfast. What do you say we had some oatmeal?
Why is this happening to me?
Why not? Moving on. What was the nationality of the 17th century painter Rembrandt? Yes, Wes?
Now, I think he was Dutch, or else he came from Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland.
No, he was Dutch. You remember the Dutch, don't you? Famous for their cheese, their tulips, their chocolate.
What's up with that man?
Are you kidding? He's doing great. Wesley, you are doing this on purpose.
Next question. To three figures, what is the value of pi? Yes, Wesley.
The value of pi is $1.79.
No, pi equals 3.14. But speaking of pi...
Oh, no!
Oh, yes! We mustn't forget the whipped cream.
Hey, Mom, you seen Heather?
Where?
Well, when you see her, will you tell her that Bobby called and everything's on for tonight?
Bobby? Who's Bobby?
Oh, I don't know. Some guy she's been dating. Didn't she tell you?
Heather! Hi, Mom, what's up?
Have you been dating somebody behind my back?
You mean like a boy?
No, a wombat. Yes, of course, a boy.
Well, yeah, sorta.
But what about Gary? What about your depression? What about my credit card bills?
Mom, if you want, I'll take all those clothes back.
What?
I don't care about the clothes.
Why did we spend so much time shopping?
It's just it gave me a chance to be with you. You know, just the two of us. I mean, I'm gonna be going to college soon, and we may not have time like this again. And I guess I just didn't want to see it end.
Come here, you. I will always be your mom. Whenever you need me.
I'm glad. And I got to admit, I do look pretty hot in this jumpsuit.
Yeah, I look pretty good in mine, too.
Hey, I have an idea. How about if I buy you something?
Okay. What do you have in mind?
How about a chocolate sundae? Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Despite my humiliation, the events on Brainbusters turned out all right. I displayed my breadth of knowledge to the world. However, I was rather sorry to lose that jet ski.
Mr. Belvedere?
Yes, Wesley?
Are you still mad at me?
Certainly not.
Can I come in?
By all means. Cleveland, indeed.
I'm not mad at you, okay? Okay. Goodbye, Mr. Goldbladder. I'm so mad at her. She stole the topic that I picked out for my sociology report.
What was the topic?
Is intelligence learned or inherited?
In Angela's case, neither.
I couldn't believe it. I went up to Mr. Boyer after class to okay that topic, and Angela just sort of stood there and batted her eyelashes and said, "Gee, that sounds really interesting." And you know what? He gave it to her. You know why? Because she's blonde. Blondes always get everything they want.
That's rather a gross generality, don't you think?
Oh, yeah? Well, then how do you explain that klutzy Paula Carmelli making the pep squad? Or Sophia Abramowitz passing driver's ed after backing her car into the lunchroom?
Happy coincidence?
They're all blondes.
Well, if you really believe that theory, why don't you put it to the test?
Huh?
In the 60s, there was an important book called Black Like Me. The author disguised himself as a black man and wrote about his experience.
So you think I should bleach my hair and write a book called Blonde Like Me?
Well, I don't know if it would make a bestseller, but it would make a fine report.
You know, that's not such a geeky idea.
Hey, Wes, what you doing?
Making a list of chores. Mom and Dad want me to keep busy while they're gone for the weekend.
Oh, yeah? So what'd you come up with?
Well, I'm gonna clean up the closets. And run them out as makeout rooms.
Aren't you forgetting something? I'll be here all weekend.
We're leaving.
Oh, have a wonderful time.
We will. Just think. Tonight, George and I will be front row center as the curtain goes up on the new Odd Couple.
I hear the two chimps they've got are just wonderful.
Well, come on, Mark. Better hurry if we want to make the train.
Train? I thought we were flying.
Well, I figured we'd take the scenic route.
Through New Jersey at night?
They say that's the best time.
Yeah.
Look, let's just go to the airport. I'm sure we can catch a flight.
Forget it. I'm not going.
George, what's wrong?
You want to know what's wrong? I'll tell you what's wrong. I'm afraid to fly. There, you happy? Hey, I know what you're all thinking. I'm a big chicken, okay?
Hey, Dad, I don't get it. I mean, you used to fly all the time.
Yeah, I know. But I used to close my eyes and pretend I was on a bus.
You know, honey, you're a lot safer in the air than you are on the road.
Yeah, and those airline pilots have a lot of experience, Dad. Some of them are even older than Mr. Belvedere.
Right, and it's amazing how those big planes that weigh tons and tons actually get up in the air. And stay up there, too.
Thank you, Sky King.
Well, hi there. My name's Kevin. I'm Heather's older brother. You know, the one in college.
Kevin, you are disgusting.
Hey, look, I didn't know you dyed your hair. Looks pretty good. I mean, not that good.
Hi, Kevin.
Hi.
Oh, my gosh. So, what do you think?
You're blonde.
Yeah?
But I'm supposed to be the blonde. I mean, it's like our identity. When you think of me, you think blonde. When you think of you, you think mud.
Mud?
Or whatever color your hair used to be.
It was tawny brown.
This is to get back at me for yesterday, isn't it?
No, not exactly.
Heather.
Well, since you did sort of steal my topic, I had to come up with something else. So I figured I'd test this theory that being blonde has certain advantages. Look, it's only temporary, just until I turn in my report.
Well, okay, as long as it's just for school.
Okay.
Still, you look like a bimbo.
Thanks.
Coffee, tea, or me?
Hey, Belvedere.
Working on your tan?
Nah, just looking at all those silver birds, knowing I'm never going to be on one.
George, what really scares you about flying? The takeoff, the landing?
Yeah, and everything in between.
You know, what you have is a phobia, and every phobia can be conquered.
Oh, yeah?
Huh. I was hoping you'd ask me that. Are we having fun?
I hate you!
No, you don't. What you hate is loss of control.
I lost that the first time we went over the top!
You see, psychologically, the loss of control is at the root of your fear of flying.
Why aren't we moving?
Oh, we haven't stopped to let people off.
Don't give me that! We haven't moved in 15 minutes! We're stuck! Help!
George.
Mommy, that man's scaring me.
There, you proud of yourself?
So, which one of you guys wants to go first?
Are you crazy? I'm not getting on that ladder!
It might be a while before we get this thing fixed.
We'd prefer to stay.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, you two make a real cute couple.
Do something, Belvedere. We're trapped.
Mommy, he's scaring me again.
Hey, shut up, kid.
Bless you.
Hi. Heather? Look, I know you hate it, but I only did it for this project for school, and as soon as I finish, I'm going to change it back, so don't flip out, okay?
Actually, it's kind of nice.
It is?
Yeah. Now when people see us together, they'll think I'm a natural.
Hi, Heather. Hi. So, how's the great experiment going? It's pretty amazing. I got whistled at in study hall. I didn't have to open a door for myself all day, and the cafeteria man gave me 3 extra fish sticks. Ah. And the real mind blower is Tim Rogers actually said hello to me.
Oh, yeah? Well, he bumped into me on the stairwell. I bet any day he's going to ask me out.
Hello?
Oh, hi, Tim. Tim Rogers? Oh, he must have called me at my house, and my mom told me I was over here.
Tomorrow night? No, I don't have a date. Yeah, I'd love to. Great, I'll see you then. Okay, bye.
I can't believe it. Neither can I.
Well, Angela, it's not like he's your boyfriend or anything.
No, I don't have a boyfriend or any other kind of a friend.
I'm on a bus. I'm on a bus. I'm on a bus.
Don't worry, George. I'm sure very soon we'll have our feet planted firmly on the ground. Why is that helicopter flying so low?
Hey, you 2 guys on the Ferris wheel.
Us?
Yeah, you. Grab the ladder.
What ladder?
Oh! I'm not getting on that thing!
You suit yourself, George, but I'm not spending the rest of my life up here. Hey!
Let go. Let go. Mayday.
Let go!
Mayday. Mayday.
Are you sure you don't want to bite?
Get away from me!
Where have you two been?
Belvedere got some bright idea that he could cure my fear of flying. So he got me up on a stupid Ferris wheel. It broke, and we were stuck up there all night.
Well, how did you get down?
They moved over this big slide and made us go down in burlap sacks.
Well, I was only trying to help.
Some help! I'll never fly again. And on top of that, I got a burlap burn.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, there's always plan B.
I'm home.
Hello, George.
Belvedere. Who are all these people?
Oh, these are the new members of your Fear of Flying class.
I don't belong to a fear of flying class.
You do now. This is Dr. Peterson, your instructor.
Hello there, George. I want to thank you for volunteering to host our first class.
Don't mention it.
Oh, smoking is restricted to the last 2 rows.
All right, let's get started. Everybody take a seat. Now, are there any comments or questions before we begin? Yes.
What do we do if we hear a strange noise? You know, like a wing falling off?
That happened to me once. I was coming back from a nudist convention in Detroit.
Just a moment. If this is going to be a scary story, I need to sit next to a strong, well-muscled man.
So, as I was saying, I was rehearsing my fan dance.
What was the noise? What was the noise?
A beef brisket falling off a tray up in first class.
What kind of cockamamie story is that?
Well, excuse me. And I hate your wallpaper.
I'm still scared.
People, settle down now, settle down. I know what you're going through. I have been there myself. Huh.
You were afraid to fly?
Not only was I afraid to fly, I was afraid of flies. And dogs. And umbrellas. And any yellow fruit.
So how'd you beat it?
Through a process we call desensitization. We talk about the experience that frightened you and then expose you to it bit by bit. Eventually, nothing phases you. In fact, today I am totally fearless. Here, stick this pen through my arm.
Oh, come on, you're crazy.
Don't you ever call me that again. All right now. Who here hates their mother?
Oh, what beautiful roses. Boy, I sure never got these when I was a brunette. Except from that guy who worked in the funeral home.
How is your sociology report coming?
Oh, I turned that in a week ago.
I thought you were going to change your hair back when you were through.
What's the rush?
No rush. By the way, what does Angela think?
Why do you ask?
Well, I just haven't seen her around much lately. I thought maybe she was upset by all this.
Angela, we go so far back, nothing could break up our friendship. Here's all the stuff I've ever borrowed from you in my whole entire life. Nice knowing you. And incidentally, your roots are showing.
Where have you two been?
Oh, Marsh helped me with one of my assignments for the Fear of Flying class.
We parked at the end of the runway and watched the planes take off.
Did you see any?
All I know is the roar of the engines really made the earth move.
Well, you've missed dinner. And I'd prepared all George's favorites in honor of his graduation flight tomorrow.
Oh, meatloaf with ketchup, potato logs, and creamed corn.
Uh-huh.
Hey, thanks, big guy. I like it even better cold.
You would.
George, you really stuck it out in your class the past 2 weeks.
And in honor of your courage, I got you a little something.
Oh, wings.
Mm-hmm. So, are you all ready for your graduation flight tomorrow?
Ready? Are you kidding? You just watch me walk on that plane.
Oh, God, Belvedere! Don't make me do this!
Honestly, George, you've had 2 weeks to prepare for this flight.
Welcome aboard. I'm Eva Schmidt, your flight attendant. My, we are nervous, aren't we?
I'm okay.
Why don't we have a seat? Everything's going to be fine.
Well, you heard her. That's it.
Hi, George.
Hi.
Want to share a blanket?
I think you'll be more comfortable over here.
Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. This is Captain Blodgett. We'll be leaving the gate in approximately 2 minutes.
Well, George, I think I have to go now. You sure you'll be all right? Aces. That's the spirit. Don't go, let go! George, let go. Sit. Buckle up.
No! Maybe you should stay.
Perhaps I should. All right, George, you can let go. George!
Miss Schmidt, please secure the cabin.
Either of you guys have a cigarette? I just went through 8 packs in 12 minutes.
Sorry.
Oh, my gosh. We're moving.
We are moving!
Please. Dr. Peterson will not be joining us today.
What?
He had to have a pin removed from his arm.
How are we supposed to get through this without Dr. Peterson?
Oh, don't worry. You've got me now. So pay attention, Dummkopf. This is for your safety. Now, the exits are clearly marked.
What if we lose power and the lights are out and it's pitch dark and we can't see them? Then what?
I had that happen to me once. I was on my way back from visiting my sister Ruth.
Sit down and buckle it up. Now, in the unlikely event of a water landing... I said unlikely. Your seat cushions will serve as your life vest. Leave them alone! Now, you'll find one of these in your seat back pockets in case you toss your cookies, which I'll be serving along with your favorite beverage. Now, are there any questions?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you're all thinking of 1,000 things that could probably go wrong. But they probably won't. Trust me.
Nice going, sport. Here, try your luck with the songbook.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's flight will last approximately 30 minutes as we circle Pittsburgh at 18,000 feet. Flight attendant, prepare for departure.
Well, George, how does it feel to have come this far? Funiculi, funicula, funiculi, funicula. Diablo, funiculi, funicula. Feeling any better?
Hey, big guy, this wasn't so bad after all.
You see, there's nothing to be afraid of up here.
George, you have a lovely voice.
Well, almost nothing.
You know, strangers in the night.
All the flights for the landing gear to get stuck. We'll try and crank them down manually. But... Oh, hi there. Having a nice flight?
That depends. Crank what down manually?
The windows? Yeah, that's it. I think I'll go serve some drinks. On the house.
Oh, it's really no big deal. It's just the wheels won't come down.
What?
Oh, don't worry. Wheels do this kind of thing every now and then.
What happens if the wheels don't come down before we land?
Oh, I've already alerted the airport. They'll foam the runway and we'll bring her in on a belly.
On her belly?
Yeah, like a giant slip and slide. Having someone like you aboard at a time like this. You seem to have a way with these people. Uh-oh.
Hey, Lynn, how's about another song?
Not unless it's nearer my God to thee.
So anyway, it's a 3-2 count and the hammer's hitting. He gets a curveball and knocks it from here to Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come, you know. Heaven, stuffing. Hey, what's the matter, big guy? Are you okay?
I'm fine. George, have I ever told you I consider you one of my best friends?
What?
George Owens, you are a good and decent man.
You ain't been nipping at those little bottles, have you?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain Blodgett. Please return to your seats and buckle up in preparation for landing.
We're going in, big guy.
I saw a mouse.
Morning.
My goodness, what happened to Blondie?
Just wasn't me. After a while, I figured, what's the point? I am what I am, and that's all that I am.
Mm-hmm. You and Popeye. Actually, the real you is very nice indeed.
Thanks. I sure hope Angela still thinks so. I'm going over there now to tell her that friendship is more important than hair color. Oh, my gosh! Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Heather's experiment in blondness has taught her that being blonde is not the be-all and end-all of existence. As for George, he and Mrs. Owens are winging their way to New York. George made a spectacular recovery from his fear of flying and graduated from his class with honors. Yes?
Come on, Chicken Little. The class is waiting.
I only hope I can do as well.
Come on, Marsh, we got to get to Lumberama.
What's the rush?
They're having a sale on garden weasels.
We don't need a garden weasel.
Well, we don't need Belvedere, but we got him. Oh, hey, Kev.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Mom.
What's the matter?
My car. I turned on the heater and the transmission fell out.
Is it under warranty?
No, it's under an overpass on 5th Street.
Uh-oh. Here comes the squeeze.
Look, all I need is a little advance to buy some wheels. I'll pay you back, I promise.
Sorry, buddy. You're going to have to work this one out yourself.
Hey, can we give you a lift anywhere?
No, that's okay. I'll just stand out in the cold and hitch.
Make sure you wear gloves.
Hi, Mr. Owens.
Hey, Carl.
Hi, Carl.
Mrs. Owens.
Hi, Carl.
What's the matter with you?
My car bit the dust. Now I can say goodbye to my social life.
Why not? Everyone else has.
Very funny. Hey, Carl. You're still working at your uncle's used car lot, right?
Sure.
Well, listen, I've got about $400 stashed for an emergency. What kind of car do you think I could get for that?
Does the word Tonka mean anything to you? Look, Kev, if you're serious, I think I can help you out.
How?
Well, my uncle's always looking for new salesmen.
Me? Sell used cars?
Yeah, it's a great way to make some cash. And the top salesman gets to drive the best car on the lot.
Really?
Yeah. How do you think I got my Matador?
Heather, I have to challenge you. There is no such word as bimbette.
What do you call her?
Stop looking at my letters, you cheat.
I have a telegram for Mrs. Lynn Belvedere.
It's Mr. It's my turn, I believe.
Well, what does it say, Mr. Belvedere?
Nothing important.
Well, then why would they send a telegram?
Yeah, nobody sends a telegram unless it's important.
Yeah.
Listen, you little snoops. If I say it's not important, it's not.
Yeah, he's probably right. If they really wanted to get his attention, they would have sent a candygram.
Well, This is it. Pretty snazzy, huh?
Yeah, dazzling.
I'll introduce you to my uncle. Uncle Phil?
Yeah. What is it, Kevin?
This is my friend Kevin I was telling you about.
Hi, Kevin Owens.
You ever sell anything before?
Well, I sold greeting cards once. I was trying to win a new sled.
Just remember, the key to this business is honesty. Fake that and you'll do fine. What? Look, follow Carl around for a couple of days. He'll show you the ropes.
All right, thanks.
All right. See you guys later. I, got some odometers to turn back.
Hey, Belvedere, this is great cake. What's your secret?
I bought it at a bakery.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, Kevin.
So have you solved your car problem?
Well, sort of. I got a job.
Oh, yeah? What kind of job?
Well, I'm in sales.
Really? What are you selling?
I'm involved with previously owned transportation.
You're selling used cars?
Yeah, but I can't help feeling kind of shady, you know?
Oh, come now, Kevin. Some used cars salesmen may be unsavory, but they perform a very good function.
What's that?
They make lawyers look good.
Gee, Kev, I don't see your problem. There's nothing wrong with selling used cars.
It's the way Friendly Phil wants me to sell them.
Well, Kevin, we've tried to raise you with certain values, but you're an adult now, so you have to make your own moral and ethical choices.
The pay's good.
Well, then go for it.
Would you inform her? I consider that there's no greater honor than to serve the Queen. But No. I'm not interested in a career as a high fashion model.
Call Guinness. That was the world's wrongest number.
Very amusing, Wesley. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be in my room.
Doing what?
Hiding from you.
Something funny's happening around here.
Yeah, got any hunches?
I bet he's planning some incredibly romantic rendezvous with some dark, mysterious woman to do something really passionate and disgusting. Nah.
Now, the guy down the street said he could beat your prices, so why shouldn't I buy from him?
This is a good car.
Uh-huh. Your odometer has 185,000 miles on it.
Yeah, sure does. But that just shows how reliable this car is. I mean, the previous owner really used it a lot.
Yeah, right.
Did you blow another sale?
He might come back.
Yeah, and Lee Iacocca might come work here. Look, Kev, I'm gonna give you a freebie. That's Mrs. Bauman over there. She's got a purse full of insurance money. She wants to buy today, and she chose this lot because Phil was her late husband's cousin's brother's nickname. Now go get her, animal.
Hi, Mrs. Bauman. Listen, I'm sorry to hear about that dead husband of yours. So, what are you in the market for today?
I need a nice, safe car I can drive to church.
Certainly. Well, how about something like this? Easy to handle and safe as a baby's crib.
I'll take it.
You will? I mean, that's great.
By the way, does the radio work?
No. Yes. Yes.
Yes?
Well, what I mean is the radio did work at one time, but sometimes it works better than others.
Oh, phooey. It's just that my favorite religious program is coming on, and I wanted to listen to it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll draw up the paperwork, and you can listen to your radio program from my office.
Oh, I don't know. It's such a nice day out. How about that cute red one over there? Does its radio work?
Oh, you mean the Corvette?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, sure. Listen, I'll go unlock it for you.
Oh, no need. You are a very sweet boy.
Thanks. All right. So what happened? Carl, I did it. I sold the car to that sweet old lady. And I didn't have to lie or cheat or...
Steal?
People stink.
Did you take the bus home?
Well, learned a big lesson lesson today. Never give a sucker an even break.
Who was a sucker?
Me. An old lady just ripped me off. And she really turned my head around. From now on, money talks and nobody walks.
The kid learns fast.
Hey, look who came from Mr. Belvedere.
Yeah, all his favorites. English toffees, English chocolates, Fruit Loops. Whoa. I wonder who sent it.
Well, maybe his dentist needed the business. Hey, Belvedere!
What is it, George?
Look what you got.
Oh, how nice.
Well, aren't you going to open it?
Why?
It's food. You always open food.
Who's it from?
Oh, it's just a little something that I ordered for myself.
My dear Lynn.
Honestly. I cook for you, I wash your clothes, and I solve all your idiotic little problems. The least you can do is to respect my privacy.
Where are you going?
Why don't you hire a detective?
Ooh, bet it's from that woman.
She probably figures the way to his heart is through his stomach.
It sure is the long way.
You know, he's right. He's entitled to his privacy, and we should give it to him.
I don't think she meant us.
Wesley, I'm really nervous. Mr. Belvedere could come back any minute. He could be coming upstairs right now.
Nah, everything on the walls would be rattling.
So you see anything?
Just the usual. His pen, his journal, and a bag of Oreo crumbs. Hey, check this out. It's from the Queen.
What's it say?
They want him back at Buckingham Palace right away.
I can't believe he'd throw a letter from the Queen of England out in the trash.
Me neither.
Well, what are we going to do if Mr. Belvedere goes back to England?
Celebrate. I'm kidding.
Well, we can't just let him go away and leave us.
But you know how much he loves the royal family. If they want him back, he'll probably go.
No, he won't. He likes us better.
I haven't smelled clothing like this since I spent 8 days in a trench at Anzio.
You know, if Mr. Belvedere wants to leave, we shouldn't stand in his way.
But we're still a bunch of screw-ups. He can't leave. He just isn't done with us yet. He'll probably be here for years and years and years.
Oh, boy.
Unless we show him that we can handle everything around here ourselves. We owe that to him.
Mom's right. If you love something, let it go free. If it returns, it's yours. And if it doesn't, it never was.
Who said that?
The guy who invented boomerangs.
Oh, I'm sorry about snapping just now and for leaving so abruptly last night.
Hey, it's no problem, big guy. You can leave abruptly any time you want.
I'll get breakfast.
No, we'll do it. Yeah, I'll help you.
I'll get the juice.
I'll set the table.
I'll be damned.
Hi there. I'm Kevin Owens. Talk about it. And I take it this handsome group of people is your family?
I'm looking for a car.
Well, we've got a lot full of them.
It's just I've been out of work for a year, but I'm finally going back to the plant next week, so I gotta have something dependable.
I hear you.
And I have to take our little girl to the hospital for allergy shots every week. So we really need something reliable and safe.
How much did you want to spend?
I've only got $1,500 in the bank. How about this station wagon?
You mean the Dolmobile? Hey, Tommy, come on, sport. You sound like a guy with a high-powered job. You need something with a little more pizzazz. You know what I mean? Now, this baby says Tom Kabowski drives me because Tom Kabowski and his family are one hip group.
But it's got a skull on it.
And it's yours. Free of charge.
I don't know. Where would I get that kind of money?
Hey, now, that's what our no questions asked credit department is for.
What are your finance rates?
No questions asked.
Honey, this doesn't look like it has enough room for Grandma's wheelchair.
That's because it's streamlined. It's an optical illusion. Hey, trust me, this car was made for the Kaboskis, or my name isn't Honest Kevin Owens.
It is hip.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay.
Oh, there you go.
If you say so.
All right. Listen, our credit manager will take care of everything. Right through that door and take a left. Enjoy.
Hey, Owens, you're terrific.
Thanks.
That's your fifth sale in 3 days.
Yeah, you know, I'm finally getting the hang of this.
Yeah. In fact, you remind me of, me.
Hey, listen, Phil, I've been thinking about something. They say it pays to advertise.
Yeah? What do you have in mind?
Something with dignity. Something with class. Hi there, friends. I'm Honest Kevin Owens, here to emancipate you from your used car blues. Because when you come to Phil's Friendly Motors, you won't be a slave to high prices. Yes, friends, at Phil's Friendly Motors, that's Phil's Friendly Motors, Route 8 in Etna, things are really hoppin'. Hippity hop, hippity hop, hippity hop. Why? Because I'm Honest Kevin Owens, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Where are you gonna get the best deals in the tri-state area? Bargains galore at Phil's Friendly Motors, Route 8 and Etna, next to the swamp. Everybody! Bargains galore at Phil's Friendly Motors, Route 8 and Etna, next to the swamp.
How about that kid? The camera loves him.
He looks distinguished in a beard.
Carl looks like a dork.
Oh, there's Mr. Belvedere. Now, remember the plans. We don't need him.
Good afternoon, all.
Hello.
Hey, bigger. I'll have lunch ready in a jiffy.
No need. I already made it.
I'll alert the health department.
Hey, you know something, big guy? It was real tasty.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, then I'll get to the dishes.
Oh, that's okay. I already did them. Hey, Mom, you know what would be fun? Let's line the shelves.
Oh, great idea. Then afterwards we can alphabetize the spices.
Oh, there you are, Dad.
Ah, what's going on, pal?
I got a problem.
Oh, don't worry, your father. I'll take care of it.
It's okay, big guy. I'll handle this one.
Well, I was trying to break into the teacher's lounge, but my drill threw off some sparks, the door caught on fire, set off the sprinklers, and flooded the whole school. Now, no one knows it was me. What should I do?
There's always Harry Carey.
Well, you see, son, it's every person's duty to take responsibility for their own actions. And if I teach you nothing else during this great merry-go-round called life, it's, well, in the words of the wise man, a clear conscience is being able to sell your parrot to the town gossip.
If anybody needs me, I'll be in my room. The Owens family has been motoring along like a finely tuned Jaguar. Has the impossible happened? Can this family of rubes actually survive without me? Have I outlived my usefulness here?
Mr. Belvedere?
He needs something. Come in, Wesley. I'm at your service.
I made you some cookies. White chocolate chip, your favorite.
How very thoughtful. What's going on?
Oh, nothing at all. Well, good night.
Just a moment. What about that flood you caused at school?
Oh, Dad straightened out the whole thing. You know, he's really a very wise man.
George?
Night.
Apparently, it's time to move on.
Made a wise choice, a very wise choice. Hey, happy motoring. And remember, we don't make sales. We make friends. Put it there. You big lug, get out of here.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey.
This fun sale's a great idea. We're moving cars like crazy. You all set for your commercial?
All set?
Great. I better go check on Carl. Last time he slammed a trunk down on his bunny tail.
Hi, Kevin.
Yeah.
Remember us?
Oh, yeah, my old friends, the
Grabowskis.
Gesundheit.
I need to talk to you.
Oh, sure, you looking for a second car? Come.
The car you sold me broke down 3 times last week. It made me late for work. My boss said if it happened again, I'd lose my job.
Well, try using a higher octane gas.
The mechanic I took it to said the engine was shot.
Hey, sounds like you need a new mechanic.
He said it was driven into the ground before we bought it.
But I told him I bought that car from honest Kevin Owens. You would have told me if anything was wrong, right?
Yeah, sure.
Thank goodness we bought from a man we can trust.
Hey, come on, kid. You go on the air in 2 minutes. Hey, I'm a big fan of families. Now, come on, kid. Forget about them. Shake it off. Remember your adoring public. Now, I want you to use all the charm you've got and shove it down their throat. It's showtime.
Hi there, friends. It's Honest Kevin Owens coming to you live. But this isn't a commercial. This is an event. And this isn't a used car lot. This is a happening. Yes, friends, it's Friendly Phil's Fantastic Fun Sale. And you know, as I look out at this sea of happy faces, as I gaze out at this vast crowd of satisfied customers, well, I just want to tell everybody out there that every car you see on this lot is a lemon. Look, I've got to tell you people the truth. First of all, I'm not Abe Lincoln. I'm not even a Republican. But I am honest. And that's why I want to promise you, if you've been burned by us, we're going to make good on it.
You snapped. Do something. Get it.
Yeah, and something else has been bothering me. No, Carl, you can't stop me. I'm going to tell the truth. Friendly Phil is a fraud, and that's the fact. You know, when I came here, I thought I could do good. But then I got ripped off, so I decided I'd rip everybody else off. I got jaded. But I was wrong. People are good. They really are. At Phil Burnley. And he's not a bunny.
Morning, everyone. Gotta run. I'm late for court.
What about our breakfast?
Cornflakes sound good. I'm sick of cornflakes.
Yeah, I'm sick of doing everyone's laundry.
You're sick of it. You turned all my boxer shorts pink.
Well, at least you got clothes. I've been wearing the same socks for 3 days.
Hey, don't yell at me. I'm not your servant.
Everybody stop yelling. All we have around here is fights anymore.
Well, for crying out loud, how long is it going to take to get rid of the big guy?
No time at all, George. I have an announcement to make.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. I'm moving.
Back to England, huh?
No, to Altoona.
Altoona?
Yes. There's a family there who's just as demented as you are. And they'll even pay me. Well, I don't like long goodbyes, so Godspeed.
But that letter said the Queen wanted you back.
What letter?
You know, the one in your desk.
What were you doing in my room?
Taking out the trash?
It's just we thought you wanted to go back to England, you know, to serve the Queen and be a good royal subject and all that other British junk.
So you were doing all your work to make it easy on you.
I never had any intention of going back to work at Buckingham Palace. All that bowing is hell on my back.
Oh, Mr. Belvedere, then don't go to Altoona or any place else. Stay here with us. I don't know what we'd do without you.
Yeah.
Oh, I could come up with a couple of ideas.
I don't think anybody wants to hear them, George.
Well, maybe I'll send them to those people in Altoona. Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
These days, everyone's going back to the future, where people are looking at the...
Kevin's career as a used car salesman has come to an abrupt, if colorful, end. His choice of honesty over the almighty dollar was gratifying and rather hilarious to behold. Now that the question of my leaving has been settled, the Owens have gone back to taking me for granted. I never thought I'd say this, but I rather enjoy being treated like an old shoe.
I guess they get a kick out of me.
Come on, Heather, hurry up.
What are you doing in there?
Putting on a new face.
It's about time she got rid of the old one.
I've heard that.
Listen, I've been thinking. With the start of the new decade, we should all do more about social problems, like poverty.
Oh, that's a very nice thought, honey. What do you think we should do?
How about raising my allowance?
Getting a job, pal. You know, when I was your age...
I know. You walked through 8 feet of snow to deliver papers for 2 cents a week, and you gave that to your poor old mother.
Yeah, you laugh, but that's what made me what I am today.
A guy waiting in line to use his own bathroom?
Morning, big guy.
Greetings, pilgrims.
What's going on?
This is Thanksgiving dinner.
And I'm Miles Standish. Welcome, Pocahontas, to our feast.
It isn't Thanksgiving, it's breakfast.
What's the matter with you anyway? What's with the turkey?
Oh, I'm sorry, George. I must have been thinking of you.
What are you doing here? Mr. Belvedere sent you on a donut run?
No, actually, I'm looking for a part-time job. Do you need any help?
Oh, that depends. What skills do you have besides making license plates?
Yeah, I'm a fast learner, and I'll work real hard, I promise.
Hey, Luann, do the community a favor and keep that boy off the street.
Well, I suppose if it's a public service, you can.
Great. I'll work the cash register.
Not in my lifetime. No, that's Sheila's job.
Who? Hi.
Hi.
Good afternoon, Kevin. How are you?
Okay, I guess. It's just I can't think of a project for my abnormal psychology class.
Why don't you dissect Wesley's brain?
Come on, don't you have any good suggestions?
Kevin, you've got to be more of a self-starter. You've got to show some initiative. You've got to... Down in the Mary in an itty-bitty poo, fancy itty-bitty and a mama fitty too.
Mr. Belvedere, why are you singing 3 itty-fitties?
What are you talking about?
Hey, Belvedere.
Boop, boop, did-em, dot-em, what-em, choo. I must find my journal entry of exactly 7 years ago. Oh, no! Today I was afflicted by the dreaded Stonehenge curse, a disease so rare, there's not even a telethon for it. Ahmed, fetch me my camel. I have a desert to conquer.
I'm John Silver.
I'm Little Miss Muffet.
Will you marry me?
No, I don't want a crumb in my bed.
What are you two doing now?
Oh, it was my idea. See, if we entertain the customers, they'll stay longer and eat more.
Mm-hmm. You've been goofing off for 3 days. Now get to work.
My mom never wants me to have any fun.
All moms are like that. I think they sign a pledge. You just have to work around it.
How?
Well, come over to my house tonight. We'll say we're doing homework.
Okay, I'll tell you you're helping me with my French.
Bien sûr, mademoiselle.
Merci beaucoup.
Gee, and it won't even be a lie.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Belvedere.
You're not going to start singing or anything, are you?
I know I have been acting oddly, and I think you're entitled to an explanation.
Full moon?
Oh! Actually, you're rather close, George. It's the Stonehenge curse. Every 7 years, the natives of the town of my birth go bonkers.
What do you mean?
A mysterious energy flows through me. 1 minute I'm me, the next minute I'm someone else.
Gee, just like Shirley MacLaine.
It's the dispensation of the Druids, the kookiness of the Celts, the magical, maniacal, mischievous Merlin himself.
This is all about a raise, isn't it?
There's only one cure. I have to go to England and spin 2 times under a Stonehenge monument while the Druids chant.
Well, big guy, just how dumb do you think we are?
Somewhere between jackals and chimpanzees.
Well, I'm sorry. We just can't spare you now.
Yeah, you're just going to have to ride this thing out here.
Very well. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Hey, this is great. I just found my subject for my abnormal psych class. I might even get a B.
Hi, Sheila. You look nice.
So do you.
Everyone, this is Sheila, Luann's daughter. Sheila, this is my mom, my dad, and my alleged sister, Heather.
Nice to meet you all.
Anyway, we're going to be singing very much.
I think it would be more appropriate for you to study in the kitchen.
Yeah, that way if you get the urge, you can nibble on something.
Right. Come on, Sheila. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
C'est un patat?
No, patat is how they say potato in Canada. In France, they call it a pomme de terre.
Are you sure?
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, have you ever been to France?
Has the Emperor Napoleon ever been to France? I am France. Allons, enfants de la patrie, le jeu du roi est arrivé.
Go, baby, go!
Where is my Empress? I must see Josephine.
She's upstairs cleaning the job.
Come, Jacques. We must gather the troops and liberate her from her porcelain prison. Oui, oui. Allons!
Gee, Mr. Belvedere's really insane, isn't he?
Yeah. Your turn.
Hi, Luann. Come on in. Is my Sheila still here?
Yeah, she and Wes are out in the kitchen doing homework.
She was supposed to be home a half an hour ago.
Oh, well, they probably got wrapped up in their studies.
Well, I think it's time that we unwrap them. What? They've been spending an awful lot of time together.
Oh, come on, Luann. They're just friends.
Anyway, Wes, your mom and I can see that you really like Sheila. And your mom thought you and I should have a little talk.
Is this because Sheila's black?
No, it's because she's a girl. And when boys and girls get together, stuff can happen.
Like what kind of stuff?
Guy stuff. I know you have urges because you have all that tetrazzini.
Tetrazzini?
Yeah, male hormones.
Dad, that's testosterone.
Right. And it's because of stuff like that that guys want to do other stuff. And if they don't do the right stuff, girl stuff can happen. Do I make myself clear?
Isabel. Thanks, Dad.
Sure, kid. And I want you to know you can come to me with anything, anytime.
Great. Maybe next time we can talk about sex.
He's doing it. He's changing.
Hey, wait, let me zoom in.
Ah, shoot. Oh, come on, Mr. Belvedere. When are you going to do something crazy?
I'm talking to you, aren't I?
Hey, you seen Josephine lately?
How about those pilgrims?
Really, I think this is quite enough.
Come on, I need you to go bonkers.
Maybe I'm not going to. Maybe I'm cured.
But you haven't danced around Stonehenge.
Well, I've been taking a lot of vitamin C.
Boy, is he grouchy.
Yeah, looks like he's back to normal.
If I hurry, I can head them off at the pious.
Hey, Sheila.
Wesley, you know we're not supposed to be talking.
You mean because of last night?
You got that right. I got a 2-hour lecture about the facts of life.
My dad had a talk with me, too. It was either about sex or Italian food.
Just what are you two doing?
Nothing.
Well, you better stop it. Now, where are those donuts I asked you to frost?
Right here.
What is this?
I was trying a new idea for Valentine's Day.
Uh-huh. And what does WS stand for?
William Shakespeare. Well, see, he wrote a lot of Valentines.
It wouldn't happen to stand for Wesley and Sheila, would it?
So what if it does? What's the big deal?
Wesley!
I'm tired of being treated like criminals just because we like each other.
You're not a criminal, Wesley. You're just unemployed.
Huh?
It's gotten so I can't turn my back without you two carrying on.
But all the customers like Wesley.
I'll give you an extra week's pay. Now get going.
Okay. But you haven't seen the last of Wesley T. Owens.
Hi.
Hey.
How's Mr. Belvedere doing?
Great.
Oh, then he's feeling better?
No, he's crazier than a bedbug.
Yeah, today he thought he was Toto.
The little dog from The Wizard of Oz?
We caught him trying to jump into a picnic basket.
You're home early.
Gwen fired me.
How come?
She's trying to keep me away from Sheila, as if she could stand between me and my one true love.
Look, honey, you are a little young to be so serious about a girl.
Yeah, pal. I didn't start going steady till I was 29.
And if this upsets Luann so much, well, maybe you just shouldn't see Sheila for a little while.
I can't believe this. You guys don't know anything about love.
Wes, how can you say that?
Because you're married.
He's got a point.
I'll talk to Mr. Belvedere. He'll understand. Where is he?
On the patio. Just follow the yellow brick road.
This is so unfair. All Sheila and I want is to be together.
You know, in my business, I have to deal with many young couples like Sheila and yourself.
Huh?
And whether you buy from me or another salesman, I hope you'll take one piece of advice to heart.
What's that?
Whole life insurance.
What are you talking about?
I know term is cheaper, but whole is an investment in your future. Let me show you some actuarial figures.
Maybe some other time.
Perhaps you're right. I have some customers I must visit. Let me leave these with you, and I'll be in touch.
Thanks, Mr. Belvedere.
Bob. Bob Smith.
Finally, we're alone.
I just know my mom's gonna walk in here any second.
Trust me, this is the last place she'd look for you.
What do we do now?
How about this?
Wait a minute.
What's the matter?
Don't you want to talk?
About what?
I don't know. Our lives, our dreams.
Well, Last night I had a dream that I was in English class and Mrs. Bunger was diagramming sentences naked.
Somebody's coming.
Hide. Follow me. See? Piece of cake.
Wes, this isn't turning out the way I thought it would.
Oh, come on. Doesn't the danger make you feel alive?
Actually, it makes me feel nauseous.
What's the matter?
I don't know. This isn't romantic anymore. It's just scary.
Yeah, maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
You think we just did this to get back at our parents?
Among other things. Well, at least we'll always have Paris.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Humphrey Bogart said it's Ingrid Bergman in a movie.
Then what happened?
This. Come on, I'll take you home.
So Sheila and I are going someplace you'll never find us. I hope you're satisfied. P.S. Please tell Mr. Belvedere I went with Mutual of Altoona.
What the hell does that mean?
Who cares? Your son dragged off my daughter.
Hey, don't blame Wes. You drove them to it by saying they couldn't see each other anymore.
I was just trying to keep my daughter away from that monster.
Don't call my son a monster. Besides, it takes two to tango.
What kind of nut house is this?
Hey, guys.
Wes!
Sheila, get away from that boy.
Young man, where have you been?
Yeah, let's have it, Wes.
Okay, fine. We went to the Beaver Falls Motel.
What? I told you that child was a monster.
He is not. He's kidding. Mom, we ran away to Donut World. Then we realized that was dumb and we came home.
Sheila and I like each other, but we're not doing all the things you think we're doing.
You're not?
No.
She wouldn't let me.
Wesley's a gentleman. And I'm my mother's daughter.
Well, maybe I did overreact a little. Maybe I'm just afraid my little girl is growing up. I'm sorry, honey.
Mom?
What, baby?
Can Wesley have his job back?
Well, I guess so.
Thanks. Can I have a raise?
Don't push it. I'm sorry I call Wesley a monster.
That's okay. He's used to it.
Night, Sheila.
Good night, Wesley. Sweet dreams.
Good night.
Look, Wes, I know you were upset, but you had no right to scare us like that.
I'm sorry, but I couldn't help it.
Why?
It was my tetrazzini.
I'll explain it to you later, Marsh.
Why? It looks just like Stonehenge.
We had to do something to get you back to normal. And there are druids in the forest, too.
There are.
Oh, druids!
Can we hurry this up? I'm being followed by Blitzen.
So go ahead. You're supposed to spin twice under the monument.
Yes, that's true, but what about the druid song?
No problem. I picked up the sheet music at the mall.
Yes, it's a new store called Druids and Things.
Okay, big guy. Start spinning. Okay, big guy?
What do you mean, okay, big guy? Why are you all dressed like that? And what are these boulders doing here? Why are you all staring at me like a bunch of sheep?
It's good to have him back, isn't it?
Wesley and Sheila continued to see each other. They even went to a drive-in movie. Of course, Luann was sitting in the back seat with me. At least she bought a dozen donuts. I was quite touched that the Owens went to such lengths to lift my Stonehenge curse. Using those phony monuments, they deceived the powers that be and triumphed over an age-old affliction. Or not. Mr. Belvedere. Louise Gilbert, say hello to the Owens family.
So, you met the big guy at the laundromat, eh?
As it happens, we both spent time in Africa, so we thought it would be fun to get together and compare notes.
That was just a guerrilla gesture of friendship.
Hey, I'm not worried about the gorillas, big guy. It's you going ape over her I was thinking about. Uh-oh.
So, did you guys break up?
We're going to get married.
I can't even picture it.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop-kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
Did you say married?
Yes, I suppose I did.
Hey, what's going on?
Mr. Belvedere's engaged.
What? Whoa, way to go, big guy.
Not her, her.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, who are you?
Giselle. I was with Lenny, but now he's getting married.
Well, I'm Kevin. I just got over the chicken pox. I'm single.
Ooh, you're cute.
Well, shall we go and make a toast to our commitment?
Mr. Belvedere, isn't all of this kind of sudden?
Yeah, you guys hardly know each other. I mean, does she know you sleep in the nude?
I know this might appear rash, but Lynn and I are kindred spirits.
I believe marrying Louise will be the best thing I've ever done.
Congratulations.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Super. That's great.
Thank you.
Hey, wait a minute. What about us?
Oh, my God. We're not losing you, are we?
Well, this is what makes it so perfect. With Louise working in Pittsburgh, I can still remain as your housekeeper.
Oh, so we'll still have your cooking and cleaning, and she gets stuck with your snoring.
Yeah, we'll even keep your room open, big guy. Just in case you need a place to crash when Louise kicks you out of the house.
Come on, let's go before George turns us into the honeymooners. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Think they'll invite us to the wedding?
Well, of course they will. Daddy's going to pay for it.
What are you...
So, considering all the options, I think the wedding should be at George's Country Club.
Yeah, make it around 4, will you? That way I can come right from the 18th hole.
Why don't we have it in a sand trap? Then you won't have to make the trip.
Yeah, actually, a country club sounds like a big affair. We were hoping for something more intimate.
Well, hey, let's go to Vegas.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm not flying everybody to Vegas.
Well, how about Tahoe?
Marcia!
How about you?
May I make a suggestion? Why don't we just have it here?
Gee, that was easy. Well, what's next? Invitations and announcements.
Let's go, guys. That's not our department.
Parkin.
Yes, honey buns? Taking orders. You got a lot of that to look forward to.
Louise, you know what I've been meaning to ask you?
What's that, Heather?
Well, with you being a professor and all and writing books on gorillas and stuff, are you going to change your name to Belvedere?
Of course you will, Dr. Louise Belvedere.
Well, to be honest, I hadn't given it much thought.
What is there to think about?
A woman doesn't just automatically give up her last name.
Since when?
Liz Taylor didn't give up hers.
I'm not marrying Liz, Louise.
Hey, guys. You're supposed to save up all the fights till after you're married.
Sorry.
Now, where were we?
What you up to, big guy?
Oh, just going through telegrams from some friends of mine. They must have got our wedding announcements.
Oh. You mind?
Help yourself.
Congratulations, Lynn. That Louise must be some foxy lady. Love, Tina Turner?
I taught Tina the shingling.
All right.
Here's one from Zsa Zsa. She says she only attends weddings if she's the bride.
You knew all these women?
Oh, they were just friends.
Uh-huh.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. I mean, you can tell me they're just friends, but try convincing Louise.
What?
They're ladies from your past, big guy. If your missus gets a peek at these, you know what your honeymoon's going to be like?
No. What?
Oh, Lenny, tell me again about Meryl Streep. Oh, Lenny, were you and Cher really just buddies?
We were buddies. Cher and I simply got the same tattoo. Look, I'll show you.
No. Now, look, if you want to avoid trouble, I'd hide those babies. And whenever the topic of old flames comes up, switch the subject to apes.
My wedding is only days away, and I approach the event with a happy heart. After all, Louise and I know the key to any relationship is patience and understanding. So I'm convinced our marriage will be a long and joyous one. Still, why does George keep painting us as the battling Belvederes? That could never happen to us. Could it?
Hey, Lynn, you gonna eat breakfast or what?
Knowing your cooking, I'll take a what?
My, aren't we a vision of loveliness this morning?
Speaking of loveliness, is that a new apron?
It was on sale, Lynn.
Sale? You don't see me running out to buy a new robe?
That's because they don't make them that big.
You're gonna be the first broad on the moon, Louise. Pow!
Oh, yeah, well, be a nice change from this place.
Maybe you would have been happier if you had married one of your apes.
Maybe. But stupid me doesn't marry a chimp. I marry a chump.
That's it. This is my castle. And from now on, I intend to be treated like a king.
You want to be treated like a king?
Like a king.
A king?
I said like a king.
All right, Your Majesty. You want the royal treatment? Don't forget your crown.
Hey, Lenny boy.
Get out!
You know your breakfast is on your head.
Get out! Get out! Well, there seems to be only one logical course of action. Run.
Morning.
Morning.
So, where's Belvedere?
I don't know. It's his day off. Maybe he's resting up for his wedding.
Or maybe he and Louise are rehearsing for their honeymoon.
interesting you people can be laughing at a time like this.
What's your problem?
Bye, everyone. Nice knowing you. P.S. All regards to Louise.
Mr. Belvedere ran away?
His clothes are gone and everything.
Well, why would he just take off like that?
Well, he probably got cold feet about getting married, and I wonder who put them in ice.
Well, what did I say?
What didn't you say?
Well, I didn't say anything big enough to make that guy leave the house.
Guys, can you fight about this later? I think we better find Mr. Belvedere.
You're right. Let's split up and not a word about this to Louise.
Right.
I was in the neighborhood, and I thought I'd stop by and say hi to Lynn. Is he here?
The seat taken?
Help yourself.
Thanks, big guy.
Well, George, how did you find me?
Well, I checked out Donut World, and when you weren't there, I figured, where's Belvedere go when he starts getting squirrely?
Am I that predictable?
Hey, you got my family kind of worried, big guy.
I'm sorry, George. How many times have I said to you people, running away doesn't solve anything, and here I am running away.
Kind of a tubby Tom Sawyer. Hey, come on, Belvedere. You love Louise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so what's the big deal about tying the knot?
Well, I suppose after all those little cautions you give me about marriage, I realized you're right.
Huh? I was just having fun. I mean, half the stuff I do is just to get a rise out of you.
What?
Well, it's like the time I told you English cricket is for sissies. You jumped all over me for weeks. You even dragged me out in the mud to play a stupid game.
And I won.
Yeah. Hey, what about the time I hid your ding-dongs all over the house? Went out and got some police dog to sniff them all out?
Ah, yes, Fritzy. I believe he also sniffed out your secret collection of Playboys.
Marcia's still harping on that one.
Then are you really saying that maybe marriage really could be all right for me?
Hey, if you can handle our household, you sure as hell can enjoy one of your own.
Thanks, George. I needed that.
Yep. If you ask me, the way you cook and sew, you're going to make Louise a damn good wife. Gotcha.
Okay, tomorrow I have a limo picking up Louise. I got your tux back from the cleaners. I ordered flowers for you guys. Oh, and I didn't hawk your rings.
Wesley, I couldn't have asked for a better best man. You handled your duties with dignity and taste.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere. Now, what are you doing just sitting around the last night you're single?
What?
Hey, big guy.
Hello, Mr. Belvedere.
George, Skip, what are you doing here? Why aren't you doing the news at the station?
We called in sick.
Yeah? Figured we'd make a little news of our own.
Oh, Wesley, you haven't arranged one of those wretched bachelor parties, have you?
Well, it wasn't just my idea.
On a clear day.
Bob, are you behind all this?
Come on, Lynn, you've got to loosen up. Tomorrow you're getting married. Tonight you've got to party.
I won't go.
Oh, yes, you will.
No, I won't. No. No. I'll jump out of the car.
He just bounced back in.
I'll call Louise.
No, she's out with Mom and Heather at the Beefcake Club.
All right, I'll go. But I won't have any fun.
I thought he said he wasn't going to have any fun.
Maybe he has to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, he learned all that stuff from watching Soul Train.
Oh, come on, he's out there all by himself. I think we should join him. Party!
No sign of them yet? When I get my hands on your father, doesn't he know Mr. Belvedere's getting married in 2 hours?
I think that's them.
Where
have you been?
I don't want to talk about it.
Kevin!
Not now, okay?
Yeah.
Well?
Hey, come on, Marsh. This is all Belvedere's fault.
Oh.
Well, first he gets us kicked out of the Steel Town Inn. Then he talks Goulet into flying us to Atlantic City.
What?
And next thing you know, Belvedere's leading a panty raid on some nurses' convention.
Where's Mr. Belvedere now? Mr. Belvedere, who are they?
Oh, this is Ginger, and this is Annette. I told them they could be flower girls.
You get yourself upstairs, young man. Don't you know there's a wedding in 2 hours?
Well, it looks like we're ready for a wedding.
You're so pretty, I'm ready for a honeymoon.
Out of my way. I have a nervous groom upstairs. The man needs some ho-hos.
I don't care what you say, Angela. This dress makes me look like Margaret Thatcher. Gosh, that'll be confusing when she shows up for Mr. Bumpercar's wedding. Margaret Thatcher isn't coming to Mr. Bumpercar's wedding. Well, then what are you so worried about?
Hey, come on, kitten. Let's man the door. Who are they?
Oh, you told me to invite the Shriners.
I'm in Elliot and Paula Shriner. Up the street.
Whoa. Check out the bride.
George, I've got to see Lynn.
Well, you will. You're going to marry him.
No, I've got to talk to him now.
No, seeing the groom before the wedding.
Oh, but
Please, not another word. Come on, Mom, let's get things started. Okay. Places, everyone.
I'm bewitched by you so. No, not in springtime, summer, winter, or fall. No, never could I leave you. At all.
Lynn, could I talk to you?
Not now.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today.
Stop, please. I'm sorry, but there's really something we have to talk about.
Can't it wait?
I'm afraid it can't.
Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, would you excuse us for a moment? Chat amongst yourselves. Louise, what's going on? Have you had a change of heart?
Not exactly. More like a change of address. I'm being called back to Africa.
What?
The university at Butare. They need me to come back and lead a guerrilla census.
Why can't they count them?
Well, it's not as simple as that. A census could take over a year. And also, they've offered me a faculty position. I guess we better brush up on our Kinyarwanda.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, you guys better hurry up. Goulet's running out of material.
So, what gives?
Well, it seems that Louise has been recalled to Rwanda.
Hey, that's neat.
Well, wait a minute. If you're her husband, that means that you're...
I'd be going with her.
Well, what are you going to do, Mr. Belvedere? I mean, that would mean you'd be leaving us.
I spent 6 years with this family. They've been some of the warmest and happiest moments of my life. But now, I think it's time for Louise and I to find a life of our own. And if that means traipsing through the mud with my wife, then that's what I want to do.
Well, we can't tell you how much we're going to miss you, big guy, but, well, you sure as hell have our blessings.
I guess we always sort of knew you were going to leave someday.
And I can't think of a happier way for you to go.
As best man, I'd like to remind everyone that we have a wedding to attend.
Do you, Louise Marie Gilbert, take this man to be your lawful wedded husband?
I do.
And do you, Lynn Aloysius Belvedere, take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife?
I do.
Then by the authority vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
I'm ready.
The cab's outside, Lynn.
Well, as you know, I was never one for long goodbyes. George? Belvedere? After your many threats, I'm glad you never fired me.
Yeah, me too. Don't take any wooden bananas.
Mr. Belvedere, I just can't say goodbye.
Then don't. I've left the recipes. Be gentle to them.
I'll try.
So long, Mr. Belvedere. Thanks for everything.
I regret I shan't see you graduate. You are graduating.
Yeah, I am.
I love you, Mr. Belvedere.
I love you, Heather.
You know, if you weren't so old, I would have married you myself. You know what I mean.
You know, I'm losing my best friend.
Wesley, I've known heads of state and many celebrities, but none have given me finer memories than you. I shall savor our moments together, even the embarrassing and painful ones, which account for most of them. Though you are an Owens, I shall always think of you as a son.
Lynn, I'm afraid we have to go.
Oh, yes, the meter must be running. Well, ta-ta.
He's gone. Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
From the master of suspense.
To all my dear Owens, married life has been rather hectic here in the Virunga Mountains. First, Louise and I enjoyed our abba-dabba honeymoon. Now we fill our days counting gorilla noses. I miss you dearly. The being around apes keeps the spirit of the Owens family alive indeed. Oops, that's close. Louise is calling. Love to all, Lynn. P.S. When you notice I've left my journal behind, don't bother to send it.
Perhaps someday I'll drop by and pick it up myself. Back to Pluto, I hope.
Angela and I want to help the homeless of Pittsburgh, so we're going to volunteer to shelter downtown.
Oh?
Yeah, we're going to cook them breakfast.
I thought you wanted to help the homeless, not kill them.
I think what you're doing is very laudable.
Well, we both have been very fortunate, and we want to do something for people who have less than us. Not only that, we get out of study hall.
Angela, your compassion is an inspiration to us all.
Can I go too?
What for?
Maybe I'll meet a hobo and he can teach me how to hop a freight to nowhere.
I'll teach you, Wesley. I'll even give you a little boost.
Come on, George. We're going to be late for the funeral.
There's been a passing?
Oh, yes, Barney. One of George's golfing buddies. I'm afraid George is taking it kind of hard.
Let's hit it.
I've never seen him look so devastated.
George.
Hey, I know what you're going to say. This isn't right for a funeral.
Not unless it's for Bubbles the chimp.
Look, all the pallbearers are dressing like this.
Oh, what's the minister wearing? Bermuda shorts?
Barney wanted his funeral on the golf course. It's where he spent his happiest hours.
I'm sorry, George. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. A funeral is a solemn event.
That's right. Come on, Marsh. We're riding in the lead golf cart.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rivals, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live a good life yet.
Hey, Ange, how's my French toast moving? Great. I think they really like it.
Hey, am I supposed to eat this or resole my shoes with it?
How are you girls doing?
Okay, I guess, except I didn't know we'd be so busy.
Yeah, where do all these people come from? Same place that we do, except somewhere they got off the track. Job loss, disability, mental illness, drug abuse.
I had a cousin who was homeless, but he just forgot his zip code.
Why don't I spell you here and you girls can go clear some tables?
Wow, Heather, we already got a promotion. Right. Let me help you with that.
Hands off, Blondie.
I wasn't going to take anything.
Sure, you and the cops, welfare, and the feds. Everybody wants my stuff.
Sorry. So, do you wear contacts? Just trying to make conversation.
Napkin, 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 napkin.
Did you lose this?
Oh, my earrings, thanks.
You're welcome. My name's Tom.
Oh, I'm Heather.
This your first day?
Yeah. Some pretty strange people around here.
Yeah, huh?
I don't know whether I should be scared of them or feel sorry for them.
Yeah, me neither.
So how long have you been a volunteer?
Oh, I'm not. I live here.
Oh, hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, back from the fairway farewell?
Yeah.
Actually, it was a very nice service.
Yeah, until some bozo sliced his drive into the casket.
Well, I'm going to soak my feet. That's the last time I wear heels in a sand trap.
I'm sorry about your friend, George. Were you close?
Yeah, he was in my foursome at the club. He'd always shave off a stroke at the par fives. Back at the clubhouse, we'd play a little poker. He'd cheat. Leave when he was ahead. Sign my name on his tab.
Friends like that are hard to find.
It's just, here's a guy about my age. Makes you think.
Certainly does. About what?
You know, life and death.
Well, George, we live and then we die.
Speak for yourself.
My point is not to worry. While we have life, we should enjoy it.
I guess you're right, big guy. No point moping.
Hey, Dad, want to toss it around?
What are you trying to do, kill me?
Angela, I need some plates.
Here you go. Hi, Tom.
Oh, hi, Heather. Like my new shirt?
It's real nice.
I found it in the dumpster. People throw away really good stuff.
So you got a date?
No, I'm going on a job interview.
Oh, isn't this your job?
Oh, I'm just helping out while I stay here. I like to keep busy.
Oh, well, good luck at your interview. You must be pretty excited, huh?
Yeah, I haven't had a real job in 2 years.
2 whole years? That's awful.
Well, it's hard when they ask for an address and phone number and you don't have an address and phone number.
Hi. I didn't get a chance to introduce myself to you yesterday. I'm Angela.
Good for you.
You know, just because you have a terrible, miserable life of hopelessness doesn't mean you can't say a friendly hello.
What makes you think my life's so miserable?
Well, you live on the streets. You're dirty and grungy and kind of smelly. No offense.
None taken. Besides, you're the one who stinks.
What?
That perfume. It's just another product of the capitalist consumer conspiracy.
No, it's Forever Crystal.
Look, Blondie, everything I need in the world is right here where I can get at it. Real simple.
You make it sound like living this way is good.
I'm totally free and unfettered by the trappings of modern civilization. Can you say that?
No, but I can say rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Hi, Dad. Finally returning that plunger I borrowed.
Oh, you didn't have to, Kev. It was sort of a housewarming gift.
Gee, thanks.
You know how to read these blood pressure things?
Oh, yeah, I learned how when I was a nurse's aide. You're 30/10.
Is that good?
Not really. You're dead.
I ordered 8 years of Time magazine for this stupid thing.
Come on, Dad. What are you worried about? You seem like a healthy kind of guy.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Then again, you never know.
What do you mean?
Well, when I worked at the hospital, there was this guy about your age. He came in for a hair transplant. An hour later, he was on a slab in the morgue.
Yeah?
And another guy, he had an ingrown toenail. Next day, they were spreading his ashes over the Monongahela.
Huh?
Whoops, gotta get to class. Hey, listen, I'll come back later and tell you about some more dead guys. See ya.
Expecting a close encounter? Well, you hardly touched your dinner, although you sculpted it very well.
I saw Doc Elliott this afternoon.
I hope it's not bad news.
I'm in perfect health.
Oh, George, I am sorry.
I don't understand. Barney had a checkup from Doc Elliott a week before he croaked, and he was fine, too.
Any idea what caused Barney's sudden demise?
He died in the saddle.
Oh, you mean horseback riding?
No. You know, between the fluffy whites.
He fell into a meringue?
He died in bed with his wife.
Oh, you mean chiming Big Ben?
Whatever.
George, it was a fluke.
Yeah, but it was a fluke that killed him.
Oh, it's such a clear and beautiful night. All the stars are out. It's kind of romantic. I'll be upstairs.
Hi, everyone. I brought a surprise. Homemade cookies. I didn't bake them. Hello again.
Look who's here, little Mary Sunstroke.
Looks like you got a lot of stuff in there.
Yep. Place for everything and everything in its place.
Hey. Hi, Tom. I brought you a cookie.
Oh, thanks.
So did you get the job?
Oh, nah. There must have been 100 people there. I didn't stand a chance.
You'll do better next time.
These are for you.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Williams. You're very nice.
I feel terrible about this.
Oh, that's okay. A rule is a rule.
What's going on?
It's our policy here at the shelter. People can only stay 2 weeks.
It's not fair.
Heather, we have to turn away dozens of people every day. That's not fair either.
Hey, I'll be okay. I got a great spot under the turnpike. If nobody took it.
Come on in, Tom.
You sure this is a good idea?
Don't worry. You'll stay in the attic. No one will ever know you're here.
Hello, Heather.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
How did my cookies go over?
Great, Mr. Belvedere. Well, good night.
Brazil nuts.
Huh?
That's the secret to the recipe. I got it after a wild weekend in Rio with Mrs. Fields.
Well, good night.
Anything wrong?
Why should something be wrong?
No reason. But if Wesley had that look on his face, I'd be sleeping tonight with a gun.
George, where are you going now?
I'm going to make a sandwich.
Another one?
I had Chinese for lunch. Go to sleep.
That was close.
You mind? I need my binoculars. Henrietta Huffnagel left her blinds open.
Okay.
Here. Is something going on?
No?
Is there someone hiding in the closet?
Yeah, there's a man in there. Some guy I picked up off the street.
Guess that's the only way you're gonna get one.
Oh, no, Marsh, not the feather trick.
Good morning.
Hey, get that thing out of my face.
I'm sorry, George. I just love doing that. I always have.
Guess I fell asleep watching the tube.
Or trying to avoid something else.
Morning.
Bingo.
I waited up for you.
Yeah, well, I think I'm coming down with a cold. I don't want to spread it around.
I'd say you're spreading it around rather well.
I think I better go up and take some aspirin or something.
I hope I don't have to sleep alone again tonight.
Don't look at me.
I don't know if this is going to work, Heather.
Oh, yes, it will. At least until we can find you a job. Here, look. Here's one that pays $25,000 a year with medical benefits, full dental, and daycare.
What is it?
Divisional Multi-System Program Analyst. I don't know what it is either.
Oh, I'll get it.
Oh, no, Tom. You're supposed to stay here, remember? Coming. Hi, Ange. Come on in. Hi. What is all this? It's my stuff. Now I'm in total control of my life. Everything I need is right here. My clothes, my books, my records. Even Mr. Beaver. Angela, get real. Hi, Tom.
Oh, hi, Angela. Like your shopping cart.
Thanks. I got it in the supermarket. Tom, what are you doing?
Just helping out.
I told you have to stay in the attic or they'll find you.
Oh, that's right.
Is it me or does Tom seem a little weird? Why don't you ask Mr. Beaver? Come on, Angela. I'll drive to the store.
When did I polish this?
Hey, big guy. Is the coast clear?
Yes, George, your wife is upstairs taking another cold shower.
Good. Why can't she leave me alone?
Beats the hell out of me.
Hey, it's not just Marcia either. All of a sudden, every woman I meet wants my bot. My secretary, some meter maid, even the cashier at Lumberama. She tried to slip me a free can of spackle.
George, I think you're just imagining all this because you're obsessed with Whoopi.
Hi, my name's Yvette, and I'm selling waterless cookware. Is your wife available?
No.
Want to steam some vegetables?
I guess you're just a meat and potatoes man.
Hi, Mr. Botulism.
Hello, Angela. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm sure there's an irrational explanation for it.
You mean this? These are all my earthly belongings. I've dropped out of society.
I'll drink to that.
Now I'm free. Free as the breeze.
That must be what I hear whistling between your ears.
Hi, Aunt. Hi, Ed.
Oh, hello, Heather. I want to thank you for all that extra cleaning that you've been doing.
Huh?
Well, you know, the banisters, the window blinds, the lampshades. That was you, wasn't it?
Well, sure. Who else could it be? Maybe it was Tom. Angela. Sorry, it couldn't have been Tom. He stays in the attic all day.
For crying out loud, Marsh. Get your mind out of the gutter. Hi, nice jacket. Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm Tom. I live here. Who are you?
Oh, I see you two have met.
So I brought Tom here until I could get him a job in a place of his own.
I thought I heard noises in the attic. I just assumed that's where you were sleeping.
Well, I thought we had a squirrel up there. I even put out some poison pellets.
My God, I thought those were licorice bits.
Hey, everybody, there's some guy up in the attic.
We know, Wes.
You do?
He's a homeless man your sister's been trying to hide.
You mean you were telling me the truth? You're really warped.
Hey, look, kitten, I feel sorry for the guy, but he just can't stay here.
But he's not bothering anyone.
Heather, your heart is in the right place, but I'm afraid your father's right.
Don't get mad at Heather. It's my fault.
Hey, look, Tom. We're not blaming you or anyone else. I know times are tough.
Well, here's your clothes, Mr. Owens.
Oh, no, you keep them. And, here's a couple of bucks for you.
No, thanks. I already ate your food and stayed at your house.
Well, so does Belvedere, and we pay him.
Take it, Tom.
Thanks. Maybe I can buy some new boots.
Wait, Tom, maybe you can stay with Angela.
Hasn't he suffered enough?
So what are we going to do? Just throw him out?
Heather.
Oh, sure. Give him a few bucks, forget about him, and maybe the problem will go away. Well, it won't. There are a million of Toms out there, and no one even gives a damn. What kind of world is this? Tom? Tom? Mr. Belvedere, what is this place?
It's a residential hotel. Mind the concierge?
Well, wait a second. That's the shelter's address in case he needs a meal.
Ah, here we are.
Tom.
Hi, Heather. Hi, Mr. Belvedere. Come on in.
Thank you.
You like my new apartment?
You live here?
Well, it's not as nice as your attic, but it's all I could afford on my new salary.
You mean you found a job?
Mr. Belvedere got me a job at Donut World.
I carry a lot of weight around there.
Right now I mix the dough, but if I do good, they'll let me dip them in chocolate icing and put sprinkles on them and maybe even squirt jelly in the jelly donuts. What's the matter, Heather? You look sad.
It's just the newspaper's filled with all these really good jobs. Better than working in some donut shop.
I can't get those jobs. They said I wasn't qualified.
Yeah, but you could get into a job training program or something.
And I like my job. It's fun. Besides, I get to meet a lot of nice policemen.
Tom, with a better job, you could afford a really nice place. Don't you want a balcony and a stereo and a trash compactor?
Gee, I got a roof over my head and a bed to sleep in with blankets and everything. I thought I was doing pretty good.
You know something? You're right. You're doing great. I'm really proud of you.
Heather, I think it's time we should go. Tom has to be up early in the morning.
Yeah, I got to be at Donut World at 4 in the morning.
Mm-hmm. I'll be there at 4:15. Nice.
Thanks, Mr. Belvedere, for getting him that job. It was really nice of you. I just wish there was more I could do.
Oh, Heather. If everybody cared as much as you did, there'd be far less people sleeping in cardboard boxes and on steam grates.
Why should anyone have to sleep on a steam grate?
Why, indeed.
Hi, George.
Uh-oh.
I was at the club today. Guess what happened?
You made a hole-in-one and they gave you a free divot fixer?
I had lunch with the wives of your golfing buddies.
Yeah?
Yeah. And you know how girls talk. Well, it seems like we've all been feeling a little neglected lately.
What do you know?
And there's this rumor going around about what really happened to Barney. I was beginning to think it was me.
Belvedere!
You went shopping. At the movies with Heather.
Gosh, my heart's starting to pound.
It's a muscle. It needs exercise.
What if I die?
You'll have a smile on your face.
You know, come to think of it, so did Barney.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Heather continues to volunteer at the shelter. Tom stops by from time to time, usually with a generous donation from Donut World. Meanwhile, the supermarket reclaimed Angela's shopping cart, leaving her with no choice but to return to civilization. Talk about paradise lost. As for George, he somehow survived his close encounter with Marcia. And since then, I haven't seen much of either of them. Paradise regained. To celebrate this season of goodwill, the Owenses have pleasantly surprised me by agreeing to be on their best behavior. From all of us, happy holidays!
Let me help. Oh, thanks, Ed. You know, Mom, this was the best Christmas ever. Really? Yeah, I mean, it was perfect. We were all together, trimming the tree, singing Christmas carols. Dad didn't even make us watch Perry Como's Christmas